Good evening, Outlaws. Hey, it's KGB from the C Sports Network, Clan HBS channel. We're here again for another live Braves game stream, baby. That's right. We are now down in Miami for a 3-game series with the Miami Marlins. Will we have a fish fry? A fish fry. Fish fry. Fish fry. Welcome in, lady. Welcome in, Nathaniel. Glad to already have you guys in the chat. As always, you know, we go live 20 minutes early, guys and gals. That way I can get all the doodads, doohickeys, and thingamajingers all working for the stream. Because, as you know, something's got to be turned on after the stream starts. That's right. So, how's everybody's day going? Here we are on a beautiful Friday night. That's right, Friday. It is my favorite. Absolutely favorite. So here we go on some Friday night baseball. Down in Miami. Looking forward to it. As you see, the interactive is still getting up to par. Now, you might notice something nice and something very, very good in the lineup. Looky, we got Ozzie Albies back tonight. That's right, guys and gals. We have finally got Ozzie back for the game. But I do believe he's only going to be batting right-handed tonight. They're still giving him some extra recovery time on that left wrist of his. Yes, sirree. All right. Just finishing up here. I can get you some sound when it comes to
anything to work.
So the batting order, we'll go over that once the game goes to start. So how you doing tonight, Miss Lane? Are you still there? Are you doing your projects? All right, so let's get our chat popped out. There we go. Nathaniel says, fish heads, roly-poly fish heads. That's right. We're going to see if we can do it. I'll tell you what. We're going to have to check something out if these Marlins end up beating us. Looks like we're a bit slow tonight. I know we got On the Go with CeeLo streaming NASCAR tonight. He's doing the Xfinity Series. I was actually, before the stream started, getting set up for the 2025 season of NASCAR. I will have my stream theme, everything set up for it. All right, so here we go. Oh, they just went off, went to commercial again. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in. Appreciate you stopping in. We're currently on commercial. I don't know, Nathaniel. Like, I was a bit surprised that we're kind of as dead as we are. It's possible some of them found somebody else to watch, my friend. I can only continue doing what I do, and if they like it, they do. If they don't, they don't. How about last night, guys and gals? If you missed it, Shohei Ohtani had one of the best games that I've ever seen somebody play. 6 for 6, 3 home runs, 2 stolen bases, 10 RBIs in the same game. Not only that, but he got his 49-49, he got his 50-50, and his 51-51 in the same game. Absolutely, unbelievably. I did a video of it, of the highlights, where I sat on my cam and I called it. I said there, better feel privileged to be watching this kid. Once his career is over, I don't think we're going to see another player as special as he is for a very long time, if at all.
He's in Miami, next on Valley Sports.
All right, so here we go. Let's get some sound going. Why is he so good? He is he's a top 5 MLB pitcher. On top of you can have plenty of argument that he's the best DH in baseball right now. And on top of that, he stole 51 bases already this season, and the season's not over.
Here's the situation: 3 series left. CJ, you got this one. You got the Mets at home, and then the
Royals,
and that is all that's remaining.
I don't know how you don't
go ahead and take a look at
give
the
him
schedule
the MVP
and exactly how things are going to line up here for the Braves the rest of the way. We start this 3-game series against the Miami Marlins.
That's for sure. That's just
how
my
tough
opinion.
they have had it with just that .366 winning percentage. The Braves have handled the Marlins all season long. Now the New York Mets are playing some.
Hey, how you doing,
baseball,
Mr. Woodrow?
And we're about done with it. 16-4 for them over their last 20. It certainly would be nice to see them start losing some games and losing games against the Braves.
So we got 3 with the Marlins, 3 with New York
Kansas City Royals.
Mets, and
The
3 with
offense
Kansas
is
City
starting
Royals.
to come around. In Cincinnati, the Braves scored 27 runs, 15 yesterday, CJ. And really, it was the top 4 in the order that kind of got things ignited.
It was a lot of fun in Cincinnati, especially over those last couple of days. But you mentioned the top of the order. Michael Harris has come alive here over his last 9 games. He certainly went off when we were in Cincinnati at Great American Ballpark. We're seeing the power stroke again for Michael. And
Harris.
Doing a really nice job against left-handed pitching.
This ain't coming alive. Last
saw come over
Jorge
from the
Solar,
San
last
Francisco
8
Giants.
games,
He
averages
has
a
gotten
point.
it going here. We're looking at his last 8
with an
right now
OPS of
with an
1.4.
OPS over 1,400. He'll drop in the order tonight with Ozzie back and, of course, Marcelo Zuna. Nobody loves coming
And he might pitch.
more than Marcelo Zuna. We'll talk
If you
about
haven't
that
heard
tonight.
that,
He's been
guys,
great
Shohei
over his
might be
last
catching
4 extra base hits
in the
over
playoffs.
that time. And then, of course, Matt Olson over there.
The Dodgers
Another guy
staff
who
come
really
out
likes hitting
and
in Cincinnati. Here
dropped
we are
that
now
about
in
5
Miami.
days ago.
417 is that batting average for Matt Olson over his last 10 games.
And you said it, Ozzie Albies is back.
How's
so
that?
exciting after being out a couple of months. And for more on
Is
Ozzie
that a
being
definite?
here,
No.
let's go down to Wyoming Valley.
I haven't.
Yes, Brandon, it felt
I
like
haven't
the
seen
entire
that
Braves
they've
clubhouse
actually
got a huge
confirmed
lift, not just in the lineup and offensively, but emotionally. The Braves have lost so many players this year to injury. Nice to finally get somebody back as Ozzie returns from that fractured left wrist. Now, as Braves country is well aware, he will only bat from the right side.
Got a couple new
But as Brian Singer
emojis.
put it earlier today, that right-handed swing is lethal. Look, a
Got
337
that
average,
dancer,
an
we
OPS
got
over
this
900.
dancer.
And oh yeah, he crushes the Marlins, especially here at Marlins Park. And when you're talking about driving in runs, so few have been as good as Ozzie Albies at second base. And let's hear what Ozzie had to say upon returning from his rehab assignment.
Yes, it was just, see 2 days of pitching, so lefty and righty, and, just to be in the baseball perspective again. Haven't done it for 2 months, so just to kind of get things going, and it felt great. To me, it was the 97 sinker in, right on right. I obviously never seen it like that before, so that was the only thing that I was a little concerned about, and I saw it a couple times, and I felt good after that. I think I hit a single off one of them, yeah. I know it has been a tough season this year for, most of the guys on the team with, getting injured and all that stuff, including myself, but we still in it. We're still close to have a run to go to the playoffs, and that's really important right now.
So it is go time for Ozzie Albies and the Braves. As you guys pointed out, 9 games left in the season. Ozzie couldn't have come back at a better time. And the best news is Miami's starter, Valente Bellozo, no sinkers, only 4-seamers.
That is good news, and it was so nice to see Ozzie down there before the game. It was almost therapeutic to see that smile in the batting
Nathaniel's
cage. And he's
picked the
in
click.
lineup
Ozzie,
tonight.
Ozzie,
What is
Ozzie.
tonight, CJ? Friday night show!
Here we go. Friday night baseball, baby.
And it's coming up next.
We'll have, it'll be about 6 minutes. 6 minutes till first
So many
pitch.
choices on
6
Booking.com, like this waterfront hotel. Even Yankees fans are loving Boston.
Oh, no.
No, we're just keeping tabs.
Remember,
on
guys,
our
in
lives.
While
Dallas,
enjoying your hotel's
my
view of the harbor.
recommended
What's that?
streamers
And
on
their
the go
well-reviewed
with
clam
CeeLo.
That's all they
Check
have.
out his channel.
And are those your
I
kids
do believe
dressed
he
as
is
Boston
streaming
lobstermen?
Xfinity,
Not our kids.
the Bristol race tonight.
With millions of
Xfinity.
possibilities, you can be a fan of
Should
any
have given him
U.S.
a check.
city. Booking.com, Booking.yeah.
Hey, LJC, yeah. That's right, we got Ozzie back tonight. I'm not convinced of, how much of an impact he's going to have right away.
$10.99 when fast food is so expensive.
He could come in here and stink up the show, or he could come in here and just play
Never gonna
phenomenally,
happen.
or he could come in and just be mediocre for a few games. He's been gone 50 plus games, so. Hey, what's up, D?
3 for me means more for you. Get a bottomless drink, bottomless chips and salsa.
What's up, my
and the
brother
all-new
from
Big
another
Smash
mother?
Burger with fries for just $10.99 only at
Mr.
Chili's.
Capital. Welcome in.
WM worked with Peter Millar and Unified to create something special for the 2024 WM Phoenix Open. This innovative collaboration was all about the circular economy and how committed.
Atlanta Braves baseball is brought to you by Ford. Visit your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. By Xfinity. Stream Braves baseball with Xfinity because it's only live once. And by Delta Airlines. Keep climbing. Final road series of the season, and boy, is it a big one. The Braves 3 against the Marlins at loanDepot Park.
Yes,
And
it
Game 1
is.
series has
It's too bad we
Charlie
couldn't have
on
finished the
mound.
season
Charlie
off.
has been pitching incredibly well over the
at
last
home.
7 games. He has pitched incredibly well against the Marlins in his career. It's his 27th career start against the Marlins. But let's look at those last 7 this season.
Yeah,
It's
we
our
have
strong
the.
arm brought to you by our friends.
That's right, we have
at
Kansas
John
City at
Foy
home.
and Associates. A 2.68 ERA, so Charlie is peaking at the right time, and certainly the Braves will need another strong outing from him tonight in game number 154 of the season. And it is also good to know that Ozzie Albies is back and in the lineup. We will have the lineup for you and the first pitch and all the action next on Valley Sports.
Next guard.
All right, we are a few minutes out from first pitch. Now remember, when the interactive goes live, I have to get it working. Sometimes it likes to mess up where I have to refresh a few times. I just read a commercial. Sometimes messes up a few times before I can get it to fully pull up. So with that, once it's up, then I'll sync the game sound to it. Oh, wow. Okay, bud. Wow. That's gotta suck, my friend. I'll certainly miss having you in here, my friend. That means you might be back and be able to be available for the final home series of 3 games, huh? Hey. What you got to say? Oh, yeah. I can imagine. Oh, look at there. We got Kranitz back as well. Kranitz is in the dugout.
The Braves are welcoming back pitching coach Rick Kranitz. First game since July 2nd, missed over 70 games dealing with a personal issue. But let me tell you something. You go down to that clubhouse before today's game, CJ, everybody was smiling, happy to see him, hugs. It is just a thrill to have him back.
He means so much to this organization and obviously to the pitching staff in particular. You're absolutely right. Smiles all the way around. I ran into Cranny today in the hotel, and I was equally as excited to see him, and he's very excited to be back and help this team the rest of the way.
Yeah, welcome back, Rick Kranitz. Great to see him. All right, here's the lineup for the Braves presented by your local Toyota dealers. And
yep,
yes,
that's what it does.
Ozzie Albies, he is also back. He is batting second. He is playing second. And the top of that lineup has been so good over the last handful of games.
Wait a little bit
for the Braves.
Hopefully
it will continue here tonight against a rookie righty. Second time the Braves have seen Valente Bellozo this year, CJ.
Yeah, and for Bellozo, he is not an overpowering guy at all. He also does not generate a lot of swing and miss. Just a 16% strikeout rate. That is very, very low. He is a fly ball pitcher, so there could be some real opportunities for home runs here tonight for the Braves.
All right, CJ, and how about the
Gino, what's up, brother?
Well, we're going to go to the land of Oz
Welcome
here.
in.
And there are a lot of Z's tonight. Kranitz is back. Ozzie Albies is back. But we're talking about Marcell Ozuna. He absolutely
Ain't
loves
nobody
it
here but
in
us
Miami.
chickens, says
The OPS
Nathaniel.
is over 1,100 as a visitor here. And we certainly look forward to watching Marcell take some at-bats. And how about old number 7? Of course, you might be thinking about Tennessee whiskey. That's not what I'm talking about. I hate to do this to Charlie. He is a little bit older. But a win tonight here in this ballpark would be number 7 for Charlie, the most of any ballpark that he has visited on the road.
Let's get you the racetrack defense for the Fish, presented by Racetrack. Sanchez, Stowers, Conine left to right of the outfield. And yes, that's Jeff Conine's son out there, by the way. Former Marlin
Well, appreciate
himself,
you stopping
Norby
in after
Edwards,
just getting home, Gino.
Bride, and then Pareda, the young catcher, the battery made
All right,
for the
so
young
here we
pitcher,
go. We're going to have first
Valente
pitch here
Bellozo.
momentarily. First pitch is at 6:12 p.m.
Folks, 9 games left.
There you have
This
it.
is
We
the
are
final
synced.
road stop
We
of the
are
season
live.
for the
We have
Atlanta
Money
Braves.
Mike
These 3
Harris
games may not
II.
mean anything for Miami. They're 56
Here
and
we go.
97 for
Money
the Braves
talk.
right now. Every game so vital. And a big one tonight. Michael
Money
Harris,
Mike, foul
second
ball.
pitch,
It is
popped up
over
in
on
the
third
foul
base. He's
ground, and
tracking
will
it
get
down,
of
but it's
play.
out of play. Gotta be
Softball
strike
forcing
2,
fastball
0-2
there
in the
at
count.
90 miles an hour. It's not going to get much harder than that from Bellozo. He has actually been sitting right around 89. The big thing is to make sure that the eyes don't light up too much and that the swings don't get too big. And you start over swinging against that slower fastball. That's what he wants.
Well, the Braves bats
High
certainly
and
worked in the
outside.
first stop on the road trip in
Ball
Cincinnati. Yesterday, a season high 15
Money Mike
runs,
with a
season high
251
6
average
homers.
in a
Certainly
696
Matt Olson a big
OPS,
part of that, as
15
was the
home
guy at the
runs.
plate, Michael Harris.
Chopper over down to third. Shortstop picks it up. Cannot get him. Michael Harris legs it out for a base hit.
With an infield single.
That is an infield single by Michael
Any way
Harris.
that you can get on. We
second.
talked about this in the open. Michael has been stinging the baseball, but this will work as well. Some soft contact.
We'll
against
take
the
that now,
changeup
won't we?
And some weird spin. I wasn't sure what Bellozo was doing there as he kind of extended his arm but had no chance to get it. And then for Norby, just trying to rush because he knows about the great speed of Michael Harris, and Michael just beat it.
And Michael's toe just hit the front of that bag, but it did, and he's safe. And welcome back, Ozzie Albies, reinstated today. First game since
Ozzie
July
Albies.
21st. And the first pitch he sees, he hits pretty well to right,
it's going to
but
be a
he
line
is
drive
caught
out
there by
to right
Conine
field, out number
for
1.
the first out. CJ, so much talk about Ozzie, of course, now just hitting from the right side, and we'll see how all that plays out.
And right on right didn't really change his approach, right? The idea that he is aggressive. If he sees something that he likes early, he's going to go after
I know it, right?
And of course, we know he crushes left-handed pitchers. So
Zach.
from that side of the plate, he has been a terrific hitter. So it's kind of fun to watch.
I'll
him
do,
against
Gino.
righties.
Well, it was one of CJ's keys.
That'll
This guy's
be-
success against the Marlins.
That'll hug the bottom
in his
line,
career. He still
but
makes
that'll
his
be a strike.
offseason
So
home
0-1
about 20
count
minutes
to
from
Big
where we
Bear
are right now at
Marcell
loanDepot
Ozuna.
Park. And
Marcell with
he
a
has
306
enjoyed
average,
this ballpark
38 home
immensely.
runs,
Let's hope that
101
continues in this
RBIs,
series.
and 941 OPS on the season. Comes wind up in pitch outside
1-1.
ball 1.
What do we know about home plate umpire Carlos Torres tonight, CJ?
So Carlos Torres can be a little bit tight, and when you have a slow.
Welcome in, everybody. I appreciate you
the
stopping
Marlins
in.
do
Hey,
this evening, that'll
if
work
you
to the
haven't
Braves'
done so
advantage,
yet, be sure to
especially
hit
at the
that
bottom
thumbs
of
up.
the zone. He has a tendency to get very tight and inside to righties.
Real easy to do,
outside to a righty
and it's
with a
free.
changeup.
Don't cost you a dime to do. Let's try to get the algorithm to push us out there further. The more likes we get, the better that happens. Please hit that thumbs up. Big Bear
Marcell
pops up,
high into the air
out of play.
for the steel support beams of the stadium and back about 15 rows. He hit a couple in batting practice that almost hit the support beams. Balls that actually got out of here over the left field fence. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Four-seamer right down the
That'll
chute.
do it. Out number 2.
I think Marcel's going to
So
go
we
back.
got Big Matt Olson heading to the plate.
Because you mentioned it right down the
Matty
middle
O.
at 92 miles an hour, and perhaps maybe one of those big swings that we were talking about because it looked
coming
really,
off
really
a pretty
good.
big day
Very
yesterday.
surprising to see Marcel come up empty on that one.
And now Matt Olson with his recent surge. Matt up to 28 homers and 94 runs driven in. So he's closing in on the possibility of yet another 3,100 season.
Outside, ball one. Matty with a 243
Last
average,
51
28
games,
home
more
runs,
homers than the
94
first
ribbies,
102.
and a 785 OPS.
Kind of the same pitch to
Swing
Ozuna.
and a miss.
You get excited about it because you
1-1
see it
count.
again. It hasn't been a big-time swing and miss pitch. Quite the opposite for Bellozo so far, but he has found a way to get a couple of whiffs here in the first inning.
He's not a tall guy, just 5'10" out there, a little over 200 pounds. And as CJ said, lives there in the low 90s. Low strikeout rate, high pop-up rate, low ground ball rate. So all the things that would suggest that the Braves might be able to get to Bellozo. Let's see if they can do that here tonight.
Here comes the pitch.
The other part of this too with
Down
his
and
game
dirty,
so far
ball
this season,
3.
Michael's taking some pretty short leads.
3-1 count to
Only
Matt
2 stolen
Olson.
bases
2 outs, runner around
against him
first.
so
Top.
far this season. He's done a really nice job holding runners, and then Paredes, the catcher here tonight, hasn't played very much, but he has thrown out 3 of the 6 potential.
Welcome in,
base
everybody.
stealers,
Appreciate
so
you stopping
at
in.
50%, a pretty high number.
Got him
Full
looking.
count to the Braves first baseman.
Oh, sorry about that. Full count, 3-2. Trays over deuces.
And now the payoff pitch. And a swing
Swing and a miss. That'll do it.
Bellozo, the rookie, gets Ozuna and
Strike
Olsen
3
back
for
to
out
back
3.
to end the top.
Come back, we'll have Miami's top order. We'll have Xavier Edwards at bat, Connor Norby on deck, and Jesus Sanchez will be batting third in the hole.
Morton on the hill, and last 7 starts for him, CJ, really good.
Yeah, he has been on a really nice run. He's been very good against the Miami Marlins in his career. You can see the 14 there, but more importantly for Charlie, that he has been in a groove. We saw some up and down.
All right, so here we go. Uncle Charlie pitching for the Atlanta Braves. Pitch number 1, strike.
So on one side, you have Bellozo
Right
making
down the
his
heart of
12th
the
career
plate.
start, and Charlie Morton making
All right,
his
so we got Xavier
381st.
Edwards, who's got a 3.19 average. 319 average, 776 OPS. He has 1 home run on the season.
You'll hear the word rookie a lot with this lineup, and this is one of them. 25-year-old rookie who's been the everyday shortstop since July, and Xavier Edwards.
One and two the count.
And for this lineup, CJ, look, the numbers have not been impressive. I mentioned a lot of young guys. It's a lost season for them, but obviously they think they can play the role of spoiler here.
Yeah, I think that's what you want your team doing for Skip Schumacher. You should take a look at the manager of the Miami Marlins, trying to keep guys locked in for this final stretch. And listen, you're going up against competitive teams. You want to see what your young players can do also against the best in the league. So you have that test as you're trying to solidify a spot for next season. And then, as you mentioned, also the opportunity to be a spoiler.
Sharply, Arcia backhands it, though. Low throw. Guess who's there? Old Trusty. Number 28 to bring it in off the bounce.
So we have seen Matt Olson make some pretty incredible picks over the course of his Braves career. This one, though, is pretty special. Why? Because he's still
Hey, Kenneth, how you doing?
Watch it right there, right? He is still kind of moving, and then he's going one way, has to go back the other way, and gets that really high hop. That was well done.
Yeah, a lot of these Marlins essentially auditioning
That's
for
going to
the
be
future,
low
and this
low
is
on the
another
corner,
one of them
but
here. Rookie
ump
Connor
calls it a
Norby,
strike,
who
so
came
0 and
over
1 count.
at the deadline for the
Connor
Baltimore
Norby with a
Orioles.
261 average, 809
Softly out
OPS.
to left center.
He's going to
Nothing
drop that
Orlando
in
can
for a
do
base
about
hit.
that. Braves racetrack defense. Laureano, Harrison, Solares for the same outfield, but Whit Merrifield out of the lineup with the return of Ozzie Albies. Still think, though, CJ, these final 9 games, Whit Merrifield could play, even if it's off the bench, some kind of a critical role for this team.
Will be very interesting to see what Brian Snitker tries to do. Is there any certain pitching matchups that maybe he likes over Giovanni Urshela over at third base potentially? And I've wondered too, will we see, Ozzie's been out for a while and Whit's been playing such a good second base. Not that Ozzie needs a defensive replacement, but to maybe give him a little bit of a breather. He's coming back off that IL. Would we see Whit coming to games late defensively?
Hey,
Murphy
Bob, how you doing?
about throwing down there to Norby.
Albies is playing,
we'll
Bob.
see how it all plays out, but for today, it's Urshela starting at third. Of course, that guy, Austin Riley, still out, battling his injury. And Ozzie Albies at second.
I think he has some imaging coming up here in a couple of days to figure out whether or not he can get that cast off.
Wiley, you have more on Austin Riley?
He's getting a CT scan on Monday, and at which point that'll determine if he can get the cast taken off, potentially. So that's the latest on Austin. Also, Renato Lopez played some catch today for the first time, so hoping he might be able to come back.
Yeah, the earliest he can come back is next week, September 26th. That would just be a huge shot in the arm.
And that's what we've kind of speculated about. Would he potentially pitch that second to last game against the Kansas City Royals? He and Grant Holmes very likely to be the guys that kind of line up for that spot. We'll see what the Braves decide to do with the rotation against the New York Mets, but we will remain cautiously optimistic.
Well, 3 and 1 count to Sanchez. And Charlie get out of this inning.
Jesus Sanchez, and he bounces that over toward Wiley Ballard. Get it, Wiley? Yes. Souvenir.
Now go make some Wiley Ballard fans by throwing it in the stands.
Let's see that arm. And
down and dirty, ball 4.
So Charlie loses Sanchez. 2-1.
Here's an ex-Ronald Acuna Jr.
Oh,
fan.
Charlie. You shouldn't be walking people in the
Thought he was
first.
going to give it to the Acuna Mania guy that we had ripping off his shirt yesterday.
So that's 1 out with runners on first and second.
All right, so the Marlins threatening.
It's like
This
we
is
might be
Jake
in some
Burger,
big trouble.
He's their most powerful threat. He leads the team with 27 homers. He also leads the Marlins with 67 runs driven in. And he hits this hard to right. Soler going back, and it's over his head.
That's going to bounce over for an automatic double.
for a ground rule double. And the Marlins will score one and take the lead.
Go back, Sanchez.
Well, Jake Berger, with a runner in scoring position, gets very aggressive here on a pretty good fastball from Charlie Morton. That is 95. It is on the corner, and he shoots it the other way with some authority over the head of Jorge Soler.
Well, still just one out. Now Charlie's got to work on some damage control here as Kyle Stowers is the next batter he faces. Throws at 96 that time, fouled away.
Stowers. 216 average, 3 home runs, 23 ribbies.
Swing and a miss. Obviously, a strikeout here would be just what the doctor ordered.
A 1-2 count. Bob, it's because of the left wrist.
Line drive, and Orlando.
Oh, that's going to go right up the middle. Here comes a couple more.
Home. They'll be at the corners, and it's 2-0 here in the first inning.
It's not a bad pitch, but you had a little bit more room to play with in an 0-2 count here for Charlie Morton, and they weren't necessarily trying to go in, but that's where that ball ended up with some decent velocity. But again, you get a younger hitter who has shown the willingness to expand. He has shown you his aggressiveness early on.
I didn't get it, Gino.
And for Charlie and Sean Murphy, I think they wanted that thing somewhat out of the strike zone. And
I guess that was over my head, baby.
So after a ground out to start,
all right, so here we go. We got Josh Bride
for the Marlins.
Jonah Bride.
Jonah Bride, the first baseman.
Runners on the corners, 1 out, 0-1 count.
Infield hoping for a possible double play here as Morton gets ahead 0-2. Ooh,
that's a good one. And the frustration when you don't get the swing either. For Charlie Morton.
It's wild, 2-2 count.
Strikeout curveball now. A guy like Bride is having himself pretty good September right now, and so he's been swinging a good bat and obviously seen the baseball pretty well.
I know Charlie not pitching the greatest.
Now a 2-2
22
pitch.
pitches in. That's going to be ball 3. 3-2 count. So the vote is full. Trades over deuces, 1 out.
Jonah Bride, first year with the Marlins, traded from Oakland.
Snit, we cannot afford this. Do not let this guy screw us.
Oakland A's in a limited role.
Pull him.
But he has hit the ball much better as a Marlin than he did as an Athletic. Jorge Soler again drifting back. He's got this one on the track, but it will produce another run. Berger scores, and the Marlins have plated 3 in the first.
Well, we already have a 3 deficit to come back from. Yeah, it's probably not going to be the easy.
Over those last 7 games where Charlie had really settled in, he had a 2.68 ERA span, or ERA in that span, I should say, but the Marlins getting to him here in the bottom of inning number 1.
Hey, Gino, I got a question
Second
for you.
baseman Otto Lopez swing and a miss at the curveball 0-2.
I don't really know what to do. I don't see Miss Lane here yet. She was
another guy who's been really
she
good
popped
this
in the
month.
chat
You can
about
see his
15
overall
minutes before the
numbers,
stream
OPS of
started. But
just 678, but in the month of September, 9.
so George won the hat. He sent me an email about what hat he wanted, the size.
So as we talked about, you
and
get
then
some of
sent
these
me
young guys
his,
getting their opportunities, maybe starting to
mailing
figure it out
address.
with a little bit of experience under their belt.
I never
He is
thought
one of
nothing of
4
it to
rookies
check
in
it.
his lineup tonight.
I took it
Again,
at
guys
his word stand that that was his address.
Essentially, whether it be here or somewhere else.
Well,
reaches for it.
I purchased a hat.
First play back
I
from
send
the
it.
injury, and he makes it.
And it has been sitting in Alabama for 2 days, unable to be delivered because there's no such address.
Well, the gang's all here.
And
Let's hit the road.
It's the Disney Plus blockbuster offer.
the weird thing is that
$1.99 a month
there
for
were
3 months of
multiple
Disney
mistakes
Plus.
in the address.
That's a great
So I don't
idea.
know if
Get
he
the hottest shows.
if he gave me.
Biggest movies.
Oh, sorry, not George. Thanks, man.
What happens next?
For a limited time, get 3 months of Disney Plus for $1.99
David.
a month.
Join
I said it to David.
With the Disney Plus blockbuster
And
offer.
With so many choices on
There's-
Booking.com,
the address
like
doesn't
this
exist.
waterfront hotel, even
And there was
Yankees fans are loving Boston.
multiple mistakes made
We're just
in the
keeping
address.
tabs on.
I don't know if he
While
gave me a
enjoying
bogus
your hotel's
address
view of the
or
harbor.
Is that
if he
what
just
that
made a
is?
simple
And
mistake.
a well-reviewed clam
But
chowder.
That's all they have.
I don't know what to do. I
And
don't
are those
know.
your kids dressed as Boston
I don't know
lobster?
whether to ask
Not our
the
kids.
contact the MLB and just have them.
With millions of possibilities,
return the
you can
item?
be a
I don't-
fan of
I don't know
any
what to do.
U.S. city. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
So it's still sitting in there, and it says it can't be delivered because the address don't exist.
Siri, what's the name of the guy I had a meeting with a couple of months ago at Cafe?
He hasn't been on.
You met Zach.
Bro, he hasn't been on for a week now. Nobody's seen him. We don't know what happened.
I didn't think you'd remember me.
Yeah, of course. As soon as I saw you, I'm like, it's Zach. Nobody walks like Zach.
Hey, Soto, welcome in.
On to the second as we take a look at our field coverage, brought to you by Liberty Mutual
Yeah,
Insurance.
I don't know what else to
It's been
do.
a tale as old as time almost at this point. The Braves
He's not
have
responded
dominated
to
the
any of my
Marlins, but
emails
trailing
or
right now
anything.
3-0.
Always good to see the history, and really important, of course, to take care of business in this series, as we've talked about here.
Sorry,
With just
George.
the 9 games
Didn't mean to
remaining.
say it was you.
Braves 7-3 this year against the Marlins.
All right, here we go. First pitch.
But some work to do as Jorge Soler steps in to start the second inning.
We'll have Solar, Laureano, and Murphy will be your 3 batters to start it out.
This ball is, I talked about
That's
those.
going to be
support beams. That
out to
almost
center
hit it.
field.
It's about as
Underneath
high
it, caught
as
for
you
out
can
number
hit the
1.
ball here without hitting the roof. And Stowers brings it in.
I don't ever see him.
loanDepot.
He tried
Park
coming
that
on
is
our
now
Discord
12 years
twice
old.
and said that
Opened back in 2012,
said
the
his
year that they
microphone was
switched
broke
from
and that he
being the
couldn't get it
Florida
working or
Marlins to
something,
the
and then just
Miami
left.
Marlins.
And has never come on Discord again. He had put down 7077 Rocky Ford Road. Well, there is no 7077. There's a 7078.
A homer
Rocky,
yesterday in the finale in Cincinnati
Rocky
for Ramon
Road.
Laureano. He had one of the 4 3-run homers at the
That's
Braves
why I said there was
yesterday.
there were several
CJ
discrepancies
researched and found
that
out
you wouldn't
before
think somebody
anyone
would,
else. That's the
would
first
mess
time
up
that's
if they're
happened in
giving you
Major
their
League
address.
history.
First,
I mean,
it's a
I
big
don't
contest,
forget my
right? When
address.
anything fun like that happens and we start researching, it was just a really nice game yesterday, and the game before that as well, where the Braves
Yep,
bats
they
were
had to be
on
the guy.
fire. It's 3 straight sweepers that we just saw there from Bellozo to Ramon Laureano, as much as he is probably looking for that fastball and wanting to feast on it. He did get one in the
So,
first pitch, but it was
I
out of the
mean,
zone.
I don't know if I should just have the item
Deep in
returned
the hole and
and
short. Edwards, wide throw. I don't know.
do
that it would
another
matter
giveaway
how
and just
well
give it
Laureano
away.
runs.
I mean, you know, I don't know what to do.
2 innings and 2 infield hits here for the Atlanta Braves.
I do know
and
going
I'm
from
with you.
going
contact, you're
moving on in the future, I am going to ask that the winner provide their phone number as well,
even if that throw was on
so I could text and contact you.
So 2 hits so far through 6 batters for Atlanta, both of them infield singles to the left side. One by Harris,
and I'm just going to have a policy that if these items get shipped out,
now Sean Murphy comes up hacking.
They get tried to be delivered and they're unable to be delivered.
Says get out of here, and he'll take it himself.
If I have them returned, that we'll just give it away to somebody else. That's kind of what I thought too. I mean, I don't see how a person messes up on your own address, especially when you're going to be receiving something. You would think you would absolutely double, triple, quadruple check to make sure you had it right. And like I said, ever since then, I haven't seen him.
Now Gio Urshela with 2 away. And a pitch outside from Valente Bellozo. Native of Mexico is Bellozo. He signed with the Astros when he was just 17 years old. 7 years ago.
I did see that.
They traded him to the Marlins in
April
of
y'all
this
come
year.
hang out some night with me and Mav.
At the end of June of 2024. And as we
we
said,
like just
this
to chat.
Is his 12th big league start here tonight.
We throw ball games on
that he has.
there in the Discord.
The entire way to even
share our desktop in Discord, so we can throw a ball game on and watch it.
By a major league team
we
to get
do
to
a lot of
the
the fights.
To do all the
the UFC fights.
Right.
I host all the UFC fights.
The man has to be on point, and he's done a pretty nice job.
BKFC boxing fights.
Missing
we
in
do
the
a lot of
middle
them.
Plate with that fastball, and even his off-speed.
We just don't stream them.
Not a recipe for success, right? There are certain guys that have the live arm that can get away with more mistakes. He is not one of those.
I don't want to say anything negative about him, but it was strange.
2 out, 1-2 pitch, and Urshela will keep it at 1-2.
And I'm afraid that if I have it returned, as soon as I do, he's going to pop up.
Yeah, those numbers
like,
we were talking
hey,
about,
I'm here.
Low strikeout rate, right? Low ground ball rate. You would think that hitters would have had more success, but he's been pretty good so far.
Well, come on in then, Mav, if you want.
Kind of pitching to weak contact and getting those pop-ups.
Yeah, very respectful.
Fastball,
he's
been, not afraid to throw it up in the zone.
He was like, started to become a staple of my channel that every time I come in, he'd be in here an hour and a half early typing in the chat. Every time.
Well, that is
That's
a really
why
good approach here
I'm
from
really
Urshela
concerned about him that something bad happened.
A little bit, and you can see how
because he was like religiously here every stream,
this one up,
religiously there for any time Mav went live. Just there every time.
Been able to score.
And then all of a sudden, boom, that's been here for like 7 days at
now
least.
The 9th spot on the order, occupied
4 or 5 of my
Orlando
streams.
Garcia. 30th pitch of the night for Bellozo, and it produces a
I don't
swing
know.
and a miss.
For Orlando tonight against this guy in particular, thinking about the middle of the field is really important. You could see his head pull off on that pitch right there as he got aggressive. It's not to say he won't pull the ball, but if
all right, so 0-1 in the count to Orlando Garcia.
Could be some weak contact.
That's going to be high outside for ball 1. 1-1 count, 2 outs, runners on first and third. Come on, Orlando, we need runs. You do not need to
Marlins
be the hero and put it over the wall.
Braves
Yeah, that's a base hit.
Here the second. Two balls and
All
a strike.
2.
Carlos Torres, the umpire, kind of has that thing where he extends the right arm when it's close. And you're not sure if he's calling a strike or not, but that was
almost as much as Mav.
Three and 1.
Outside
Top
ball
of the order,
3, so
Harris
3-1
swings
count.
next.
Coming in, Mav.
Got a piece.
Chopper down third baseline, but foul.
So that shot that we
So that's going to move the count to 3-2. Full boat, baby. Raised over deuces.
Norwegian cruise line sign. You can
We
see
have
right
2
there,
outs with runners
right
on the
center field.
corners. Top
For
of the
Orlando,
second. The
that's what you
Braves
like him to think.
currently
You want to hit a line drive off that sign. Not to say
trailing the Miami Marlins.
This guy with the
leading up.
cutter and the sweeper and the tendencies of Orlando, he can pull off that pitch if he's not careful.
He's going to go for a swing hard.
Another foul ball that time, an elevated four.
I told you he's going to swing hard. He's lucky to have even gotten a piece of that. Oh, I'm not in. Oh, crap. All right. Could have told me that I wasn't the one in Discord.
Another 3-2 pitch from Bellozo.
Swing and a miss.
On the sweeper. Arcia is down. The Braves leave him at the corners.
Yep. Exactly what I figured. Yeah, that's funny. I'm the one that wasn't in Discord.
Oops.
All right, you gonna throw your cam on?
Yeah, I'm throwing it on now.
Alrighty. There's that sexy face.
You're crazy. Sorry, I felt... Dude, as soon as I got home after cutting grass today, I wound up getting home. I ate my dinner and turned my AC on, and boy, let me tell you, I was out within 5 minutes. And I literally went... Sitting here dozing. I was dozed off for about 30 minutes. But I got all my yards done today.
About how you started your own escort service for all the lady goats.
For all the right reasons. And I'm sitting on the top of Four Seasons? Yeah, okay. It's all good, man.
Open up. Escort service for all the lady goats.
All the right reasons.
Pumping lady goats is the right reason, huh?
Whatever. You and Gino talk about that crap. Okay.
Yeah, he has, Gene. He's been a real big liability.
He was pitching yesterday and has created a lot of debate about Ronald's season last year and what Ohtani is doing this year, and I think some Braves fans feeling like Ohtani is getting a little bit more attention.
Looks like Uncle Charlie not pitching very well.
First pitch here in the bottom.
No, he's not. We're already down 3.
Griffin Conine singles out to right field. Yeah, and some of that is who he plays for and that he has all the name, right? He's the biggest superstar in the sport. But certainly what Ronald accomplished last year, CJ, at 40-70, that is just downright remarkable as well.
And he had a higher,
so where are you at right now?
Higher OPS than Ohtani has right now. He scored significantly more runs with his 140.
So pretty much.
OPS plus is a little bit higher for
just pitched
Shohei Ohtani, and that's of course because of the home runs. On base is not even close. Ronald
count
last year than what Ohtani is. He won't catch him in that.
Pareda?
Yeah, Pareda. Johnny Pareda.
Kind of standing up for
with a 269 average, 0 homers, 3 ribbies.
Getting ready. Here comes the pitch. Down in the dirt. Ball 1.
It was tremendous, Ronald. The MVP.
Okay, I'm going to pause mine because I'm a little bit ahead of you.
The MVP here.
Yeah, if you're running live, you're going to be a little ahead of me. You got to remember, I always have to pause mine to say
the catcher Pareda now.
I got you.
As Charlie tries to settle
1-1 count. Here comes the pitch. Strike 2.
All right. I've got my pause where Uncle Charlie is looking back at the home plate.
Why? What count are you on?
1 and 2.
Okay. Oh, he just threw
He's standing back
first.
on the mound.
Oh, he just
okay, now you're ahead of me. All right. About 3 seconds behind you, which is fine. We'll work with it.
Comes the pitch. Outside, ball 2.
For Pareda, just his 8th big league start. Spent more than a decade in the minors before debuting this year as a 28-year-old rookie.
We're ready to do a
kind of like
a NASCAR test stream.
Had to wait his turn a long time.
Oh yeah, all right.
3-2.
And they've needed some
I think
help.
I'm gonna.
Nick Cortez is the regular guy offensively it had been a real struggle. We talked about it
I don't know.
earlier this season, and for the Miami Marlins collectively, their catchers have hit 5 home runs this year.
Welcome in, Daniel.
It's the lowest in baseball, not surprising. And it got me curious. There was actually a team in 1980 that went the entire season where their catchers hit 0 home runs.
I will tell you right now, everybody's got the Braves out of the playoffs.
0 the whole season.
Come to find out, Braves does not have the tiebreaker for the wild card. It's actually the Mets.
Not
The
with the
Mets have the
Mets.
tiebreaker.
Not with the Mets. We have the tiebreaker with the Diamondbacks. I told you that.
Yeah.
This is the money pitch, as we well know here for Charlie.
Yeah, I said that,
First punch out here
like
of
3
the
streams
night.
ago.
And on the curveball,
Yep.
that is the 99th strikeout.
Yep.
Reported on the heaters.
Oh.
I have a feeling we'll see at least
That's
one
why I
more
said
this year.
it's all going to come down to
See
when
him
we
have
play the
6
Mets.
straight full seasons
Yep.
of 100 punch outs on his curveball.
Pretty impressive. A lot of impressive things for Charlie Morton, especially.
If we
as you
can't
saw
even
him
beat the
talk
fish,
about
man.
Many of
Might as
the
well give it
numbers
up.
I know, right?
Charlie that have been so good have come since
Might as
he
well
was
just
33 years old. Over the last
Pack up the
7
bats,
years.
pack up the balls, and
As he has
go
got
back home and chill out for the rest of the winter.
But it goes foul.
Here's number 35, right?
He's got
Yeah.
that kind of
And
speed, and you have to
he's
respect
not even
it
out of the
over at third
second.
base for Urshela,
I know.
so that causes him to play at least even with the bag.
He's already given up 3.
Of course, the flip side of that is
He's got
if you
1 out.
hit the ball the other way. Now you got a little bit more of an advantage with that infielder in.
You ain't going to see
What's up,
Smith
D?
pull him out.
What's up, brother? How you been?
Sean Murphy with a nice stop behind home plate.
All right, so Sean Murphy with that stop makes it count 1-1.
Well, he's done it all year long, and the numbers continue to climb for Sean Murphy with that stat that we'll talk about, the blocks above average, 3rd best in all of baseball.
Oh, Rick Crenitz is back.
Yes.
Man, he's been out for
Crenitz and
3
Ozzie.
months.
Crenitz and Ozzie.
Man, he's been out for 3 months.
Left center.
He was out for 70-some days.
And it's going to be Michael Harris eventually. I think both guys called for it, but Harris, the
Almost
captain
3
of the
months.
outfield, takes it.
Harris not
I'm glad to
letting
hear that,
Mariano
D.
screw that one up.
I know that's right.
Daniel says the Mets are winning.
Mentioned that he was a deadline
Yeah.
acquisition from the Baltimore Orioles.
I give you guys the score.
Before the game of the 26
Mets are leading 2-1
played in the opening day
going to the
roster
top of the
for
3rd.
Marlins. Only
Oh,
8 of them
Gino.
remain.
Wow. Yeah, there's been some significant turnover. We have a new general
Oh,
manager, Peter
man.
Bendix, and kind of getting his guys
Oh,
in
my
place. It's gonna
goodness.
take a little while.
You
We also
ain't
have
right,
11
Gino.
players on this roster currently who are claimed off waivers. And we know the Braves had to do that because they ran into
You ain't right,
trouble
brother.
with injuries, but that is far and away the most in Major League Baseball. 11.
Did you clip some lawn today?
Buried in the ground.
Sure did.
And he makes the play on the throw across to end the second.
Bet you went to a fast food place afterwards, didn't you?
No, I actually went and got Subway.
Oh, the same thing.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it was a little bit more healthier than actually a burger.
Disney Plus blockbuster offer.
That's right.
Of course, kids wanted the cheeseburger, so I went to McDonald's and got a couple cheeseburgers.
Shows. Great. You can say that again. Biggest movies. And
So-
epic events.
What happens next?
For a limited time, get 3 months of Disney Plus for $1.99 a month.
Join.
Yeah, I'm
Disney Plus blockbuster offer.
currently out of money until the customer pay
Making
me.
progress in life.
You did
It
another
starts with more
okay on
access
Mo
and
and you pay me later
opportunities.
shit. Gotta stop doing that.
Yeah,
Vehicles to veterans annually.
I know,
Because no one deserves progress.
but
more
they're
than
good
those
for
who
it.
serve.
And I know.
So many choices on
One of my neighbors that
booking.com,
used to
like
live
this
across the
waterfront
street,
hotel,
their
even Yankees
dad
fans
passed
are
away in
loving
July.
this.
The guy that does pay me, I think he's out driving a truck for Penske. So he
Their well-reviewed clam
he said whenever you get to cutting the grass,
those your kids
he
dressed
said
as
he'll
Boston Lobstermen?
just call him, leave a voicemail, and then once he gets stopped or whatnot,
With millions of possibilities, you can be a
he'll
fan of
stop
any
and
US
pay me
city.
through Cash App. So
Booking.yeah.
I'm Jay, and this is my
I mean, that'll be $60 that come through.
with help from loanDepot.
Better than nothing.
This is where I play my favorite music. It's my sanctuary.
I'm still sitting on a three-quarter tank full of fuel in the truck, so and my other customer, she'll pay me $50-$60. And my next door neighbor, he declined to get his yard cut today because it really didn't need it. Mostly dead leaves. The other neighbor next door to him, he's already paid me $40 a week ago. So I cut his yard, and I cut my front and back grass today because my back grass looked like a damn jungle.
Topic of conversation got away from him for a little bit,
Yeah.
but
So
If you're gonna have a lawn care business, you ought to take care of your own to make.
yeah,
Look at that.
yup,
when to go ahead and
You know,
let
they-
it go.
that-
So
that
I went
speaks
ahead and
volumes about
contact
you.
in those moments.
yup.
Yeah, actually,
He had 2 of the homers yesterday.
my wife's
including
uncle
a
that I told you
3-run homer
does
in
it.
the 9th in that big win against
He,
the Reds.
he's bought
You
in
say
2
with
new
confidence that the seafoam,
zero
or whatever
turns.
the official color is,
Yeah.
she's got a
One
lot of it
just-
on tonight.
one just a
The
few
shoes
months
match?
ago, I
Any
guess.
dead match?
like
Mm.
60
I
or
think
70
there's
inch
a little bit
cuts.
of difference there.
Yeah.
But it's in the ballpark. It's close enough.
Wow.
got-
Mine's a
He's got
42 inch.
really nice John Deere's.
Gotta see
He's
if we
got
see
really
any
nice John
seafoam
Deere mowers.
headband
He's
from him
always
yet?
done that. He's done
Definitely seen
lawn
green with the
care
bunny.
ever since I,
See,
my
say
wife and I have
seafoam,
been
and I think
together
that's
since
what
I
it
was
is. I see
13
mint.
years old.
Yeah, but
I've known him that
Potato,
long.
potato.
He's always
Yeah,
done
and I
that
was a
stuff.
huge fan.
Wintertime,
kid.
he
Right.
puts
Trying to pack
snow,
away now,
snow
but it'd be
blows, all
Mint
kinds of
chocolate
stuff.
chip with the green mint chocolate chip ice cream. So I actually like your mint better.
He does a really good job.
Yeah, mine's a Cub
Not that
Cadet
fake green
ZT1
not that
42
white
inch
chocolate chip.
deck. It's a residential mower,
Had a
but
single on nearly
it
an
can
identical
be
swing in the
considered a
first
commercial
Oh,
use
that's
if
gonna
you
be
need
an
to.
error.
Here, the third.
There we go.
That was a carbon.
That's got to be an error. Him
Yeah.
trying to barehand it and miss it.
Once it took that last bounce,
You would
knew
think
that there was
so.
no chance at getting Michael Harris.
So Money Mike
It's a
on.
really good pitch. And
On
it's a
base.
changeup with some movement that is down. You can
No
see the
outs.
alignment, so you have
That's
that. to your
leadoff
advantage as well.
runner.
With that last bounce right there. Plus, he didn't come up with it cleanly, but even if he did, no shot to throw out, Michael.
It is a single, so Michael is 2 for 2, and here is
All right, here we go, Ozzie
second
Albies.
at bat. Lined out to right field on one pitch, and he's swinging again.
Oh,
on the
a
first pitch.
high fly ball.
Popped
Third
up.
baseman underneath it.
So the real question I have for you on your scorecard.
All right,
tonight,
looks
did
like
you
the
put
interactive
Ozzie
is
down as a
behind.
switch hitter?
I did not.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, I
Did you?
did.
You did?
I was really in between. So I
Let's
my
get
switch
that
hitters
fixed.
Going green. My lefties in red and the righties
Yep.
in blue, like a dark blue.
Never
but I
miss
still
anything.
left them green.
I put a dot for switch.
We got
hitters,
Big
but
Bear
no dot for Ozzie
Marcell
tonight
Ozuna
because
stepping in the
I'm
batter's
told
box.
a
He's 0 for
0%
1
chance
today
at
with a
that still
strikeout in the
outside.
first. He's at 38 home runs
You
on the
okay with-
season.
I mean, look, he's known to be aggressive. You okay with him coming out and just being aggressive?
The first
right away?
pitch,
Especially, I know we went on a
call a
big
strike
halftime
down the heart of the
seemingly
plate, strike
pitching
1,
in a
0 and 1
while,
to
and this
count.
is all new for him, batting right-handed against right-handed pitching. And so if he sees something that he likes and it was in the zone, go for it.
Ultimately, they just felt like they couldn't get it ready.
Ball down in the dirt, 1 and 1 to count.
All right, there we go.
And he was 4 for 8.
We should be
It was only
synced up
2
again,
games,
guys and
4
gals. Sorry
for
about
8.
that.
Those 2
I had to
games
bring
of
up
Gwinnett,
ahead a
including
little bit,
homer.
Bernie. We're 2 and 1 in the count.
Oh, okay. 10-4.
I refreshed
That's
the
fine.
interactive, so I went ahead a little.
That's completely
That's going to
fine.
be inside
balls,
for
one
ball
strike
3.
to
3 and
Ozuna.
1 count.
So we talked about the other day in 3-0 counts. You have Marcell, who's great in this ballpark. He's swinging.
We have a
really good
batter's
bat.
count.
You got a kid that sits 89.
1
90
out,
miles
runner
an
on
hour
first,
with his
top of the
fastball.
third.
He's
Rays
kinda
trailing
surprised that
3-0 in the
Marcell gets a
Marlins.
heater here.
Come on,
And
Big
right
Bear.
now Mets still lead Philly 2-1, but Philly's up
But
with a
this
runner
one
on first
is
with 2
foul.
outs.
Yeah, he got a sweeper.
So it's
Hey,
still a
nice
close
play.
game up there in New York.
Let's take a peek here. Oh, yeah, backhanded. Very nice. Feeling himself a little bit after that, as you should.
He's got on those Nike Dunks down there, too. He's moving pretty quick in those. I've heard those can be uncomfortable at times. That's a joke for our producer Gretchen Caney, by the way. 3-2 pitch, line drive, base hit.
That's going to be a line drive out to right field. That's going to
there we
bring
go.
the runner to third.
All right, the Braves in business.
We have
there
the
we
runners
go.
on corner.
Yes, sir.
A nice
We have
piece of
Ozuna
hitting
on
here.
first,
Nice to have
Michael Harris
the
on
move. He gets to
third.
third base easily. But watch
We
Marcel
got
keep his
big
hands
Matt
in on
Olson
an
heading
elevated
to the
fastball. That was
plate.
nice because remember, it felt like he got a little bit
Now,
big
will
in
Matty
his
go
first
for the
at-bat.
home run, or
Struck
will
right
he
through a
play
92-mile-an-hour
ABC
fastball.
ball?
I say play ABC. Drive and
That's
run
what I
home.
say too, man.
Unless you get a pitch that you know you can hit, it's a fastball and you can hit it out, then yes. But go for ABC ball. That's what I'd say.
Missed just off the
This
outside
hump has
corner.
been.
So we're all fans, right, of the Braves.
I haven't
We
seen
watch a
anything
moment
that's
like
really
this, and
pissed
see
me
the
off
team
with
down
this
by
hump
3,
at
and you're
all,
thinking,
so.
man, we got to score here.
Yeah.
We need to see some runs. We saw Matt Olson in his first at-bat, I think, press a little bit. He changed
Man, Arcia
that was pretty far out.
throwing another 10% from that last at bat.
It's important for him to do the opposite.
See, look at that.
Two pitches that were close.
These
Both
balls
ruled
that are on the line and everything, he's calling them balls.
Yeah.
This guy must have a real tight strike zone.
Yep.
Took a big
Foul ball,
cut
2-1
there
count.
and a cutter.
Now, Matt Olson's 0 for 1 on the day. He did strike out in the first.
Braves trying to get on the board. There were a ton of
Well,
runs here the last
we're
3
waiting there, Gino. We're waiting for that run to score.
I'm right there with you.
56 runs in the last
I feel the
games here
same,
between
Gino.
the
I'm not
Marlins and
going
the
to
Dodgers.
celebrate. I'm not going to get excited until we score.
Braves trying to get
Now,
their
that
first
one,
here of the
see, I don't
series
get
right
that.
now.
Everywhere else, that ball has been right on the line. He's called it a ball, but on the inside like that, to that ump's right, he calls it a frickin' strike, and it was further out than all the rest of them were.
I know. He's got a more of a tighter strike zone towards the inner part of the plate, but the outer side of the plate, he calls it a ball.
Well, you might as well say the outer, upper, and lower, because there's been a ball placed on each line this at bat, and he's called them all balls.
Oh, that makes sense.
3-2 count.
The
1
rookie
out.
ready for the payoff pitch, but first, a violation.
Pitch clock.
That's going
to walk in. Bases are loaded.
Yeah, there we go, baby.
And the bases are loaded.
There we go.
For Jorge Soler.
You love seeing that from a young pitcher because he's in that 3-2 count. It was a changeup last time. Whatever pitch he was going to throw, he was thinking about it. Probably a little bit too much and where he wanted to throw it, and so that hesitation cost him. And a perfect time for that to happen.
And they got Soler coming to the plate. Oh,
What
boy.
an opportunity for the former Marlin, Jorge Soler. First pitch
Foul
fouls
ball.
it away. Was here in 2022 and last year in 23, and he had 36 homers last year for the Marlins. It was
Soler
an
0 for
all-star.
1. He had a fly out in the second.
He's got 20 round trippers this season.
If he gets a pitch that he can hit,
earlier there, Burns said that this will probably be the last game for him for about a week. Steel Factory's got a shutdown, and he's on night shift from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Nowhere near.
Yeah,
He just
so
seems a little out of sorts right
I didn't
now.
know.
Certainly does.
I didn't know if you were wanting to
Jorge
stream
Soler to do is not
any of the
helping
games
out
this
at all.
weekend or what.
Absolutely looking for something
Oh,
over
okay.
the heart of the plate and letting it.
I heard you say. I remember you telling me about that last night before I went to bed last night.
2-1 pitch.
But I wasn't really
About
picking
D?
up on it because I was.
No,
yeah.
I didn't say that about D. I didn't know until he said something today.
He took a
Oh, okay.
got under it, unfortunately, but you're right.
Well, you just asked me about the games. I remember you kind of telling me. Yeah, I remember you saying something about it last night when we talked. I guess I didn't comprehendo because I was getting sleepy.
Well, you know I always give you first chance at the game.
Oh yeah, I know that.
With a 2-2 with a base.
I may do one Sunday. I may do the one Sunday because tomorrow I have to find.
You know how I feel about that I may shit. You
I
either
know.
say I will with the possibility I might not be able to, Because then I can schedule mine up. I could just put it in private.
There we go.
Yeah.
3-2. Hit in the air to center field.
That's hit deep.
Stowers is
That's out to the track. That will bring home a runner.
Yeah, there we go. On the board, baby. There we go.
That's going to be a sacrifice.
There we go.
RBI.
That would have been out at.
Ozuna also advanced to
That right there would have been out at Truist Park.
He gave it a ride. It was a four-seam fastball at 90 miles an hour and 100 off the bat. And we just needed a few more feet here. That would have been a huge one. But like you said, the Braves at least getting on the board and starting to get some momentum going their way.
That's right. We got on the board, so.
Yeah.
Pareda, the catcher, goes out to talk to Bellozo before the at-bat with Laureano.
How's your video doing?
I think last time I checked, I think it was
Still clean, right?
Yeah, it's still clean. I think it's at
Mine
57
too.
views. So,
9 runs driven in.
or 59 views.
Games.
I mean,
As he
I'm not going to
is
complain. I really haven't. I really haven't done anything. So.
Laureano gets a chance.
Remember all those kind of sweepers that we saw in his first at-bat, perhaps for Laureano, maybe sitting on one here early with a runner in scoring position.
Well, that Mets and Philly game is all tied up now, 2-2 apiece. Bottom of the third.
Stowers brings it in. It's
Looks like I'm sitting at 289. But a lot of times it's day 2 and 3 that my videos take off.
Marvel has done.
All right, so there you have it. They must be doing a picture change.
No, that. Are they? But I think that was the end of the top of the third. I think.
No, that was only. Oh no, it couldn't have been. It couldn't have been if he would have pop flied out. He would have pop flied out, and that being the third out, he wouldn't have been able to score.
Okay.
Yeah, we scored.
My bad.
So that's out number 2.
Okay. Oh, so I'm ahead of you then. Okay. My bad.
Yeah, you're probably a little ahead of me, yeah. Well, I don't know if you are. I'm on commercial.
I'm on commercial
I said they
too.
must be doing a pitcher change. The Marlins come out to the mound.
Oh.
Oh, maybe it was. Did I miss him pitching?
Yeah, because Laureano came up to bat and flied out the center.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they came to the mound to talk Bellozo down, and he threw one pitch to Laureano. Laureano swung at it, hit it to center field, causing out number 3, and now they went to commercial.
What you got to say?
We need some more runs.
Right now, that final wild card spot.
Just like Nathaniel said.
Runs.
Look at the right of your screen. Phillies and Mets right now. Tied at 2 in the third.
We're 2 games behind the Mets.
The New York Mets had jumped out
Yes.
to a 2-0 lead, so the Phillies back and tied right now.
Wow.
It all matters.
Yep.
Of course, the Braves
Now,
and Mets play
if
head-to-head
Philly can beat
after
the
this
Mets
past
tonight,
home
that
and
ends the Mets'
right now, the
8-game
Braves
winning
need to take
streak,
care
I
of
think.
business here as Charlie Morton deals to Sanchez.
I'll check it real quick. Well, their 4-game winning streak will be snapped if the Mets lose tonight against
so much
Philly.
Talk about would it be easier to catch the Mets or the Diamondbacks? You can talk about that all day long. Bottom line is, we'll see where it settles. But the Braves have the tiebreaker against the Diamondbacks.
Who knows? It's still a long game. Anything can go.
Tiebreaker against the Mets as well.
5-5 so far against those New York Mets, and you don't play the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Anything can happen in baseball.
3 games against the New York Mets, to me, I mean, listen, you'll be happy knocking any team out and just getting to the postseason. But there's something about that head-to-head matchup that makes all the difference in the world, where if you show up and you play your game, well, now you're taking control of your destiny.
Here comes a pitch down and dirty.
Charlie.
Ball 4 straight balls.
The bottom of the third.
Pulling snitch.
Come on, Charlie. No, he's going to leave him in there for 5 innings. He's going to squeeze everything out of that lemon.
I don't think it's the lemons that
after that Milwaukee series, which finishes Sunday, and they go home for 6, 3 against the Giants.
We all know what he likes to
Padres,
squeeze.
which will certainly be a very stressful series for both of those teams. So it's not an easy road.
On 1 count. Swing and a miss.
Had an
0-2.
RBI double back in the first over Solaire's head and right.
And the one thing we saw at this point in the lineup last time around, Berger,
Welcome in,
Stowers,
everybody.
Pride, all
Thank
swinging
you
at
for
the first
stopping in.
pitch, right? And so when you see that,
You haven't
you're
done
aware
so,
of it,
be
obviously,
sure to
you know,
hit
data
that
going
like
in,
button
but our
for
guys
us.
are coaching you. You might take a little bit of a different approach. Charlie threw a first pitch 2-seam fastball, the sinker, to Berger that time, and then he came back with a really good changeup.
That bat is sawed off, and it's going to drop out in left field for a single. So Berger is 2 for 2, and there are 2 men on with nobody out.
That is so frustrating for Charlie right there. It's a good 0-2 pitch. We talk about some of the 0-2 pitches that are inside the strike zone, maybe get frustrated. But look at this thing moving in off the plate and getting in the kitchen.
Looks like a
Jake Berger. But
what? Did you have Jake Berger up?
Yeah.
Kitchen Berger.
Yeah.
Oh, I get you. Mustard, mayo, ketchup. What are you putting on there?
These days it's straight patty, no bun.
That's right, Doctor.
Kyle Stowers down at the bat.
Give me the beef.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Strike
Kyle
one.
Stowers had an RBI single in the first. Pretty good curveball there to get to 0-2.
Here comes the
And
pitch.
Charlie struck him out. on
Got
the
him
pitch.
swinging.
There we go.
That's a K on the day.
K's
Let's
in the
get
chat,
them K's in
everyone.
the chat,
We so
baby.
often see this from Charlie, but this is actually the 4-seam fastball. But look at that.
That's 2 K's on the day.
More often than not, you're thinking about the 4-seam
Uncle Charlie.
straight. That one acted like a 2-seamer. That is a great pitch.
Well, we mentioned the last 7 starts. It's been the best 7-game stretch for Morton this year. And in those 7 games, his fastball velocity has gone from 93.7 to 94.6. Kind of interesting.
Yeah, and look at all the numbers that have followed with it as far as the batting average and the slugging. So a little bit more velocity. Go ahead and call it a mile an hour there for Charlie Morton. I think in the zone, and as we've talked about all season long with him, the in-game adjustments, when things go a little sideways, especially on the breaking ball, his ability to get it back to where it needs to be quickly makes all the difference, whether an outing goes well or if he struggles.
Do you know the count?
2-seamer there
That'd
to
be
make it
thrown
2-1
for a
here to
strike.
Jonah Bride. Bride did have a couple of homers in that series in early August at Truist Park, where the Braves and Marlins split a 4-game set.
All right, we got deuce as well. 2-2 count. 1 out. Brothers on first and second. Charlie steps off the bag.
Rick Kranitz
Here's
first
Kranitz.
game back. Looking on, watching Charlie Morton. And Bride down the right field line, but
That's gonna
thankfully
be foul
this
ball.
one going foul. We said it before the game, but just so nice, CJ, to have Rick Kranitz back there. Look, Eric Abreu did a great job, but Cranny brings an extra level to this team.
He absolutely does. And, of course, all the years of experience and how deep these relationships go. And, Eric, as you mentioned,
welcome
really nice
in,
job.
everybody.
Nice things to say about him. That's a
Appreciate you
tough spot
stopping
he
by
got
the
put
channel.
into.
Hey, if you haven't done
Going
so
from
yet, be
being
sure
in
to
the
hit
big
those
leagues as a
thumbs
bullpen
up
coach
for
the
us,
first
guys
time
and
in your
gals.
career to then
Give
having to lead
them
the
the
pitching
thumbs
staff,
up.
and he certainly held it down. But it is nice to have.
We'd certainly appreciate it.
Urshela steps on third. Fires.
Got it, double play.
Yeah, there we go, baby. Good job there, Urshela.
We'll have Murphy, Urshela,
once again. This is on the breaking ball, and
Arcia up the bat when the Braves come back.
Well, the gang's all here.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We are heading to the top of the fourth. The Braves are currently trailing 3-1. When they come back, we'll have at bat Sean Murphy on deck, Gio Urshela, and in the hole will be Orlando. I'm going to swing and miss at everything, Arcia.
Well, I'll give you guys some good news right now. Philly's now leading the New York Mets 4-2 in the top of the fourth. Philly's got a runner on second with one out right now in New York.
Did you ever think you'd be rooting for the Phillies?
I know, right?
Did you ever think you'd be rooting for the Phillies?
Not really, but I am right now because...
What does this world come to?
Let's go.
I think it's you.
Oh.
You jinxed us.
Hey. Why is it me?
Because you haven't been here. Like yesterday, they were smashing left and right home runs. Tonight you're around and now they ain't doing shit.
Okay, you want me to change that?
I don't care.
I can change it real quick, but no, I know you want me here, man. It's all
Well,
good.
I could change it too. I got Mini Mav here.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all good, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah, when you said,
go
aren't
ahead.
you
Go
on?
ahead.
When you're like, aren't you in Discord? I'm like, yeah, stream 1-1. You look, oh man, I'm not even in there.
Yeah, I forgot I didn't join in.
Yeah.
I was working
I'll
on the
say,
NASCAR
rookie.
right up to the last minute.
Rookie.
Let's go, Rocky. Let's go.
For Atlanta. All right, well, got one last inning against Bellozo. Let's see if the Braves can add to it here in the fourth.
It's the Smurfinator.
It's Smurfinator.
It's the Smurfinator, man.
The Smurf.
Swing.
The Smurf.
Decent success so
The
far.
Smurfy.
Majors 11. This is 12th start. Is that last 2 years he was pretty underwhelming in the minors. A 5.21 ERA over the last 2 seasons.
There are certain guys, especially these kinds of crafty pitchers, that sometimes.
Oh, that would have been a long home run if it would have stayed fair. Wow, did he get underneath that one?
The aggressiveness that you see.
That was
I know we see a lot
just
here at the
foul.
big level, but at the minor league level, you have a lack of discipline, and so guys are hacking. Where you're going to see more strikes that are taken here. Give him an opportunity at least to stay in counts.
Murphy hit it well again, but Edwards is able to throw across one away.
Man, I'm sick and tired of them talking.
Distinguished, Nav.
Huh?
Bellozo was not one of the Marlins' even top 30 prospects, wasn't, as you noted earlier, really on
Nathaniel
the
says, I'll have what you guys are having.
Getting an opportunity here in the second half of the season with them.
So for him, he's got, you can see his body language a little bit, that you got to almost pitch with a little bit of a chip on your shoulder. I'm sure his entire life he was told he doesn't.
Maybe I need to move my cam over a little bit.
Even to pitch professionally, never mind in the big leagues. Don't show up on a prospect.
Yeah, to your right.
Fight for everything he has.
Right.
I mean, if you're sitting directly in front of your...
Well, we told the story when he
there you go.
And everything, yeah.
How Miami ultimately got it. There's 2 players,
work.
2 people in the front office.
Yeah.
Rachel Balkovec,
I got it.
Marlins Director of Player Development,
I was kind of sat off to my side a little bit, so.
Both in Houston when Bellozo was in that organization, climbing through the minors, and they were really instrumental in bringing him here in April to the Marlins organization.
All right, so we got Urshela, 1-1 in the count. Urshela is 1 for 1 today with a single in the second.
1-1 to Gio Urshela. Soft liner.
Oh, line drive to third base.
Oh, man, that was line drive.
To get it.
Wow.
Out number 2.
That ball was.
There's a quick message now from Zaxby's.
One reason to try Zaxby's new chicken finger tacos? We'll give you 2. Chipotle Ranch and Avocado BLT.
Now, Norby is only 5'8" over there at third base, but 5'8" was enough to retire Urshela.
Hey, you want to finish calling? I have got to go to the bathroom.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
Sanchez back.
Oh, God! God, baby! I see it. I hit everything later. That's gone. Let's do it. Woo!
Went back to back. But that one fouled off the bat of Harris.
Oh, yeah.
Short term here. How big was that play that we just saw over at third base? Otherwise, this game's tied.
Oh, no. They couldn't hear me, but I did the Reuben.
That's right.
That homer for Arcia, by the way, is homer number 200 this year for the Atlanta Braves. They're the 4th team to hit that mark across baseball. The Yankees, Orioles, Dodgers, and now the Braves have at least 200 this season.
All right, that's going to do it for out number 2 or 3.
On to the bottom of the fourth.
So when it comes back, there's not going to be any game sound. I'll turn that back on when I come in. So you'll have to announce.
Yeah, no worries, man. I got you covered. I got that covered. You just go to handle your biz. All right, everybody. I'm going to give you. All right, the score for the Phillies in New York game. Phillies still leads at 4-2 with 2 outs, runner on third, 90 feet away from home plate. I'm looking at the NASCAR standings for the Xfinity Series race right now. With 87 laps in, you got Chandler Smith leading the race. J.C. Love is second. Sheldon Creed third. A.J. Allman, the dinger, fourth. Anthony Alfredo fifth. I want to see where Dale Jr. is running because he's in this race tonight. Oh, Junior's 19th. Okay, cool. Hopefully they can get Junior's car up to snub where he likes it because in qualifying today, he did not look good at all. When he was turning the steering wheel left, when he applied the power down, the car wanted to skirt out from underneath him. So he was very, very loose. So we'll see if, Oh, it says on lap 57, Junior came in the pits trying to fix a radio issue in his helmet. So that's not good. Oh, on lap 64, Junior came in to change a wiring harness. Youch. But he stays on the lead lap, though. That's good. All right. So right now they're still on commercial break, everybody. So, oh yeah, no problem there, Gino. No problemo.
That's got to go back.
Yup. So
Push out.
So the first pitch to Lopez, outside ball 1. Oh, the Phillies does now lead the game 5-2. Top of the 4th, the runner on second. Still 2 outs in the top of the 4th.
Bring me some pain reliever. Huh? Where's the others? Give me 5 of them.
So 3-0 to count, or a 3-1 count to Otto Lopez. That's hit the right field, base hit.
All right, sorry about that. I'm back.
You're welcome. Marlins got a runner on first. Otto Lopez just singled to right. Nobody out, and Uncle Charlie's still on the mound.
And yes, for the older folks.
Well, Charlie being on the mound doesn't surprise me.
Category. You remember his father, Jeff Conine, who played 17 major league seasons, 8 of them with the Marlins, including being part of the first few Marlins teams from 93 to 97.
But the Mets do lead the Phillies does lead the Mets. Philly leads the Mets 5-2.
Obviously here in Florida now, but just anytime you have
in the
an
top of the
opportunity
4th.
to see your son do exactly what you did.
And now Philly does have runners on second and third, 2
long
out.
journey to get here, but he is here.
Yeah, he's a 27-year-old rookie, so you're right. It did take a little while. He debuted just under a month ago at the end of August. He hit his first major league homer yesterday, but he was overshadowed a little bit by Shohei Ohtani.
Not in the Conine household.
Well, looks like someone just hit a home run in that game. Phillies now lead at 8-2. Alec Bohm homers to left center field. Trey Turner scores. Bryce Harper scores.
11-9. You mentioned all the runs that were scored.
Yeah, 56 between the two teams. That is a lot in a 3-game series.
Thank you there, Daniel. Appreciate it, bud.
The old
curveball to get 3-run homer for Alec Bohm.
So 3rd strikeout of the night.
That was spectacular last night with Shohei hitting 6 like that. Unbelievable.
That was crazy.
Charlie Morton.
That was unbelievable.
6 full seasons. Obviously, we had the shortened
3 home runs, 2 stolen bases. He every time he would get a the same stolen base as home run, that was creating his
on the curveball this year.
In that one game, he created the 49-49 club. He created the 50-50 club and the 51-51 club. Nobody else has ever done it.
Runner breaks for second. Ozzie coming all the way over.
Nice.
Yeah, there we go.
The dirt.
But he let the guy on the
Ozzie
second.
was going to cover the bag anyway. He went
okay.
a long way for that thing.
He did. He made a nice play, but again, Matt Olson on this pick, they are not all created equal, and he has had some tough ones to deal with here tonight. And that is a really good one, right? It's one thing when it's little short hop. Those are the ones that you feel like you should get all day long, but this is where the hands really come into play here for Matt Olson. And again, such picture perfect work there. You see how the gloves in the dirt? You start down and then you come up with the baseball. He just absolutely executes that flawlessly.
I cannot. There's a lot of good first base.
All right, so we got 2 outs with a runner on second, bottom of the 4th.
Better than Olson.
The Finns now lead the Braves 3-2.
The one that he had was it from Orlando, where he was on the move, had to go back the other way.
Braves have put a run on in the 3rd and the 4th.
Well, you do have Lopez at second, and now
Xavier Edwards 0 for 2 today with a ground out and a fly out. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in. If you're just joining us, the Braves are currently trailing the Marlins 3-2.
That's what we're hoping there, Thomas. But with that, he won't be back until probably mid-season next year. So
2-1 lifted in the air.
That's going to be a shallow fly ball out. Harris, easy can of corn, out number 3.
Right.
There we go. Corn in the chat, baby. Hey, Gino, welcome to the membership club, bud. You see that? Lady gifted a membership last night, and it gave it to you.
The gang's all here. Let's hit the road.
So welcome into the Outlaw Club, friend.
That's right. $1.99 a month for 3 months of Disney Plus.
That's a great idea.
Get the hottest shows. Great. You can say that again. Biggest movies.
Ready? Hit it.
And
that's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't done so yet, please be sure to hit that thumbs up for us, guys and gals. Most importantly, if you haven't, subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have some new outlaws join in on the fun.
all right, Junior's up to now 6. All right, let's go. I hope Junior's a spoiler tonight. Bristol. I'd like to see him win a race. Been a while. You know what? I'm gonna have both of them going on. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's play. There he goes. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Come on, Junior. Junior's now 5th, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Hey, Boss Man says I'm coming through, everybody. Boss Man said, get the hell out my way.
Same-handed batter-pitcher matchups is how that breaking ball is moving away from you, that hard slider, even that cutter. But Ozzie said that the real pitch that gave him at least a little trouble or more caught him off guard was that sinker boring hard and in those rehab assignments. He saw a 97-mile-per-hour sinker, and it was coming in on him. So as much as we worry about the sliders darting away, for Ozzie, it was really just the discomfort of seeing a pitch like a fastball moving in on him.
It's a great point, too. And
it's
about
the Junior Motorsports.
Like when you really get
Junior's battling for 3rd.
Of something you're really not dealing with. I mean, the only other way you could look at that would be an opposite-handed
Let's go.
cutter, right? A left-handed cutter when he is batting, of course, right-handed.
Swinging at a 2-0 cutter here. And,
sorry, everybody. As many as you know, I'm a big Dell Jr. fan. Always have, so.
Well, 0 for 3, but just his presence back in the lineup, talking to him down there before the game, and he said, look, I've been around the team, obviously, and that's great, but there's just something different about putting on this uniform again, being in the lineup. He said, I feel like a kid again.
And also the lineup getting deeper. We've talked about all the slugging that is going on, but having him back in that 2 spot and potentially setting the table a little bit more for Ozuna, obviously, Matt Olson, and now with Soler.
Come on, Big Bear.
Matt Olson. Potentially a lot more opportunities to score runs for this lineup.
Welcome in, Tim.
Yeah, I think the makeup of that, right, CJ, with Ozzie 2, Soler 5, that 1 through 5 order, pretty good for Brian Snitker.
Absolutely. And you're waiting for this thing to kind of get back to where it was. Of course, the length that we saw a year ago was absurdly good. And so trying to at least get some of that back right now with Ozzie helps. Quite honestly, the job that Ramon Laureano has done, too. I mean, it's just he gets knocked down another notch, but he has been producing in a big way.
Off the end of the bat for Ozuna. And Bellozo will cover. A quick message from Georgia Drive Chevy.
The 2024 Chevy Trax, starting at $21,495. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
A strikeout and a walk for Olson tonight.
What are you doing?
I'm doing everything behind the scenes, everyone. Oh.
Come here.
Are you doing stuff on the...
Oh, there he goes. Hi. Hi, everybody. My name is Hazel.
Yeah,
Hello,
let's go.
I love YouTube. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't know I had it in studio mode. I didn't know it was up over the interactive.
One hit out to left center. Pretty
That's
good.
going to be out
Junior's
the wall,
running
but
the
caught on the track.
Junior's running the high line, everyone. Let's go.
And this is baseball.
I'm doing everything. I know. I'm watching both. I'm watching the Phillies still lead at 8-2, bottom of the fourth. And you're going to have
What's up, Tim?
Norby, Sanchez, and Berger due up for the Marlins. I'm doing a little bit of everything tonight. Yeah. But I haven't done the soundboard yet. That's coming up next, everyone. A little busy. Click, 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 click. Oh. Oh, me. I'll be right back. I want to go get a couple bottles of water. I'll be right back.
All right, Daniel. All right, so that's going to be foul ball for the first pitch. 0-1 count. Norby, 1 for 2 today. He had a single in the first. And a run batted in. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Charlie now in the bottom of the fifth, pitching his 74th pitch on the day.
A little bit. Kind of see where they're going, what Sean Murphy is thinking, whether or not Charlie Morton is in agreement. Curveball, yes, that's always a good bet.
That'll be ball 1.
There it is.
Down and dirty for ball 2. We have Deuces Wild, 2-2 count, no outs. No runners on, bottom of the fifth.
For Charlie tonight.
Marlins leading the Braves 3-2.
Another
inside for ball 3.
Count.
We have a full count.
The leadoff man has reached in each of the last 3 innings for the Marlins.
Cam is taking a poopy.
Charlie trying to change that here in the 5th.
Wiley confirming that this is year 3 of pitch count. Almost about 2 or 3 deep. But not for Charlie.
Yeah, I certainly hope they get
confirming
an update out for the El Gato face cam. That's going to be ball 4.
Oh, now that was interesting.
Lead off
that
walk.
Showed up as a 2-seamer. When you see the straight finger like that, unless you wiggle it, the wiggle or kind of the circle motion of the finger is usually going to mean the 2-seamer as opposed to the 4-seamer. Again, Charlie does get so much run on this 4-seamer, and it looked like he may have gotten under that one a little bit, and That could be the reason why that it showed up as that two-seamer.
It's a third walk tonight for Charlie. That one to Norby, and then the other 2 walks have been to this guy, Jesus Sanchez.
Swing and a miss.
Sanchez almost laughing
Sanchez
at
has 2 walks tonight.
All you can do is laugh because that thing is filthy, and the break that it has on it, the spin and the velocity, still better than 3,100 RPMs. That is elite territory for the 40-year-old.
You got to be careful with this guy. He's got power in that bat. He is some long homers, including the longest homer in Major League Baseball this season. He had a 480-foot blast off Reds pitcher Jacob Junis back on August 5th. And that is the longest across baseball in 2024.
Swing and a miss.
And you
1
can
and
stay
2
with
count.
that pitch, and I know Charlie often does, but that has been the pitch that he has struggled against most against these right-handed pitchers. Coming into tonight, hitting just 188 on right-handed curveballs.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good.
Did I miss anything?
Nope.
All right.
Except Charlie walking the leadoff guy.
Go figure.
Charlie's 1-2. Well, he went back to
Foul
that
ball.
well,
We'll do it
but
again.
Sanchez able to stay alive.
The other questions you have when you're going over your scouting report is types of fastballs. And for a guy like Sanchez, the 4-seamer.
Welcome in. I appreciate you guys stopping in. Hey, if you haven't done so yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button and
really well.
hit that big old thumbs up for us, guys and
on the
gals.
2-seamer. So when they're going through, okay, what type of fastball, what location, for Sanchez, the 4-seam fastball is the better one for Charlie Morton tonight.
He's given him a heavy dose of curveballs in this at bat. He checks over there on Norby.
I saw Murph. It looked like he went curveball 2 and then thumb out. Now I don't know if he meant he wanted that backdoor or if he wanted Charlie to throw over there. Sometimes you throw on your own. Sometimes it comes from the bench.
Runner goes for second. Arcia, the ball slipping out of his mitt. Not sure if it would have mattered, but Norby has a stolen base, and the count is 2-2 on Sanchez.
It's good effort by Sean Murphy because
Norby
this is a
steals
tough
second.
pitch. It's a changeup. It's going to get there slower. It also had some movement going down, but Murph was able to hop up, and I think they may have had it if Orlando holds on to it. He had to pick it. That's close.
Runner in scoring position. That'll move him to third. First ground ball Ozzie has taken tonight. Second.
Out number 1, but
one away.
We have a runner on third, 90 feet from scoring.
So now you're going to have the infield in. You're going to have Berger, who is a good hitter. You talked about his ability to drive the baseball. We've already seen it here with that double that he hit to right field. He had the 0-2 broken bat base hit, and so the idea of going for that strikeout, trying to expand the zone as much as you can, is the approach here.
Infield in. Runner's going to come home, and the throw from Murphy was high. Norby slides in head first, and the Marlins have a 4-2 lead.
Well, here comes the curveball, and Sean Murphy, as we've talked about so often, has made amazing stops back there on balls in the dirt. He could not come up with this one, and yeah, if that throws a little bit lower, maybe what's interesting there is that Murph threw that from a standing position, and how often you'll see catchers slide and stay low, and that helps you keep the throw low.
Well, Charlie, get his damn ball where it's supposed to be.
But he decided to
instead
not
of throwing it clear off out in the dirt.
It does make it harder to keep that flip down when you're standing up.
So Norby got on with a
walk. Well, it didn't help that.
Yeah, just let him keep piling on us, Nick.
And a pass ball.
You're real smart.
Gets him home.
Well, it didn't help that Murphy threw that ball high, flipping it back
now
to Morton. No, either.
Berger.
That didn't help either.
Orlando didn't have to move.
Come on.
Out number 2.
All right, Daniel.
Friday night at loanDepot Park, the Braves and the Marlins, game 1 of a 3-game set. Tomorrow will be a late afternoon ball game and then early afternoon game on Sunday to finish off the road portion of the 2024 schedule for the Braves. Here's Stowers. Fair ball. Down
Fair ball.
And all the way into the
He's
corner.
going to go all the way around. You watch him.
A double for Kyle Stowers. He is 2 for 3.
I was surprised he didn't go 3.
Yeah, I didn't surprised he didn't go for 3.
I think if that dude was like hustling, he would have been able to go 3.
Bottom, kind of
Yeah.
running away. That
So
one
we're
caught
very
a little
lucky
bit
that
too
he
much
wanted to
zone there
put
for
minimal effort
Stowers
into
to be
that.
able to go out and hook it into right field.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not a bad pitch though. You're in that 1-0 count. You have an opposite-handed hitter. Charlie was thinking he could probably get a ground ball on that.
All right, so we got
So here's
Jonah
Bride.
Bride.
Jesse Chavez, by the way, just got up and started to throw for the Braves.
I had to bring out the super chicken.
Charlie at 91.
See,
Yeah,
Eric
I had to bring the
in
super
his
chicken.
old spot after
I had to bring the super
Rick
chicken.
Francis' return, so Abreu goes back out there to be with the relievers in the bullpen.
And Eddie Perez back into the dugout. And of course, having as much fun as Eddie Perez does with everything, and asked him about it today. He said, man, he goes, I'm tired of talking to Dylan Lee down there. He's like, I'm so happy to be back in the dugout. Of course, he's completely joking.
That's going to be a shallow fly ball out to center. Harris underneath it for the easy can of corn and out number 3. But the damage
There
is
we
done.
go.
Marlins score another run to take the lead 4-2. Excuse me, to extend the lead 4-2.
Can of corn. All right, so just to give you another score update, it's still 8-2 in the bottom of the 5th against the Phillies. Philly and New York Met game, so Phillies still lead at 8-2. Top of the 8th, Pittsburgh on the road against Cincinnati Reds. Reds leads that game 8-1. Baltimore at home playing against the Detroit Tigers. They lead at 7-0. And just to give you the heads up, everyone, the Baltimore Orioles did DFA Kimbrel. He has been DFA'd for assignment. So they got rid of Kimbrel. So
All right, we're going to do a little housekeeping while we wait. We've had one new subscriber tonight. Thank you for subscribing.
There we go.
You're obviously a private subscriber. Otherwise, it would have popped up. So, regardless, it doesn't matter. Thank you for subscribing. I certainly appreciate that. And we're currently sitting at 16 likes. How about we shoot for 20, guys and gals? Let's shoot for 20.
Third pitch of the night. They have started to get some.
All right, that's going to be low down, bouncing in the back for ball 1.
He's had a couple of outings where he's pitched past the 5th inning. Most of them, though, have been right about 5 1/3. There was a 6th inning
Solar
outing
0 for 1 on the night.
He threw 7 innings, 7 shutout innings against the Phillies back on August 13th. But he has not seen triple
Low it
digits.
outside. Ball
pitch
2.
count, 98 has been the season high, and I got to imagine mid-90s is probably going to be where he gets tonight at the highest.
That's going to be up the middle to the second baseman, over to first base for out number 1.
Damn it. Sorlair can't get nothing going.
Valente Bellozo, very similar outing at Truist Park.
Can't get nothing going at all, can he?
August 2nd against the Braves. Went 5, gave up 2 runs, didn't get a decision, and the Braves would go on to win it. But here he is at 5 1/3 and 2 runs given up tonight.
That previous fastball before that pitch right there, that curveball, was 86 miles an hour. We saw some 91s from him, mentioned coming into this one. One of the
Come on, Laureano.
In the game. I don't think we had seen 86 yet.
Cutter that time, 1-2 to Laureano.
So see that note right there, 89.1 coming into tonight. That was the average four-seam fastball velocity, second slowest in baseball for pitchers who have thrown at least 300 four-seam fastballs this year.
Out to right center off the bat of Laureano, and it is gone.
Gone!
Solo shot.
Gone, baby! Yeah! Time to do the roof bend. Yeah! Let's go!
Do the ribbon!
Let's go! Let me go, baby!
Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go! Let's go, baby! Yeah!
Laureano brings us within 1. The Marlins currently lead 4-3.
By that fan.
And it leads to a pitching change. Skip Schumacher takes Valente Bellozo out of the ball game.
Mr. Lee.
Hi, Zoe.
How can I help you today?
Do you
Yeah. So Braves attack. Counts on the Marlins pitching. Yeah. That's what we talk about, baby. Oh, look who's on top of the leaderboard, everybody. Dale Jr. Right. That's what we talk about. Roll, baby, roll. Sorry, I can't help it. It's Friday night. It is a Friday night. How does George Jones say? Yeah, I know, Kenneth. I'm sorry. I wanted to be here, but I had a few things come up yesterday, and I had to go take care of yesterday. And but I did get back towards the end of the stream. I did catch almost towards the end of the stream. I think I had like the last 5 or 10 minutes of the stream right before the end of the game. So
51% ground ball rate.
I haven't heard anything from David there, George.
Yeah, I mean,
I haven't seen him on the last 2 streams I've done.
That sweeper didn't sweep.
Just like he said earlier on his streams, he hasn't seen him either.
Now Bellozo.
So
I'll have to watch the rest from over there. 5 1/3, the 3 runs given up.
I don't know. Like I asked
It's gonna be a long throw for Norton.
Gino for his
high throw.
Oh, there you go.
There you go, baby.
John Murphy will reach.
There we go.
Murphy should be able to go to second from that one.
I think he was thinking what you were thinking, and that he maybe needed a little bit more on this throw, but you can see him shaking his head. Much too much on this throw. You have Sean Murphy running, so you do have.
Looks like the ball got hung up in the netting.
Under that one and saved by the net. Right, those nets are there now, of course, because of foul balls and not wanting anybody to get hurt. Otherwise, that's in the stands, and Sean Murphy is on second base.
Errors have been a problem for this Marlins team all year. That is actually their 109th error, which ties them for the most in baseball with the Boston Red Sox.
Yes, we did destroy them.
So I stand corrected.
So
we've come in here and we're being humbled right now.
An error all day long.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
So I correct myself, and Murphy's 1 for 3.
I don't know how to get a hold of him there, George.
It's kind of amazing, actually, but we'll take it. Anthony Bender probably not too happy about it.
No. Any pitchers saying, hey, come on, that's E5 in the book. Liner here, bobbled.
Bobbled!
Ultimately gets it.
What the heck?
Well, the Braves at least get a little more speed on the base paths. No offense to Sean Murphy or Shell at first with 2 outs.
That's unfortunate. He stung this baseball, and you're always in a tough spot as a base runner. Now, Lopez looks like he's grabbing his hand a little bit. Yeah, it looked like it might have got him on the heel of
Welcome
the hand
in,
or kind of the
Perez.
wrist.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's a good thing that Urshela kept running.
Welcome to the channel, my brother from another mother, my sister from another mother.
And he's flexing it, and clearly in a little bit of pain is Otto Lopez.
Covered all the bases.
Why didn't the runner at first advance to second?
Because he initially line drove it, and they thought he was going to catch it. He bobbled the ball after. Murphy stopped and went back to first. So after he bobbled it, he picked it up off the ground and threw it to second. So that was tag out on the pop, force out.
Makes no damn sense. Play out the play.
That's fair. Norby with another opportunity. This time he just throws it on the ground and retires the side in the top of the 6th. But
that's going to do it for the top of the 6th. Braves do get closer. He cut the lead to 3. He cut the lead to 1.
To right center.
They're currently trailing 4-3 over the Miami Marlins. Stay with. We'll see if the Marlins can put on any more when we come back. All right, so we are back to the Miami field.
+1 Q there. Those are great rally socks.
All right, Charlie Morton back to work here. That's his 94th pitch. What do you think, CJ?
Yeah, a little surprising to see him go back out there. He is at the very bottom of the order. We've talked about 3 rookies that you have here for the Marlins, batting 7, 8, 9, and so Snit's got some confidence that he can get it done.
He's going to have to hustle here. Lopez runs well. Got him. Now, Lopez looked right over the dugout as if he wants them to review it. He's out.
He's upset. No more deflating feeling right now, but you don't want to get into a foot race with 40-year-old Charlie Morton. He's going to beat you every time. Well, at least that time.
Yep, half a step, if that.
Welcome back, there, Gino.
Probably coming out there to make
what inning are we in? We are in the bottom of the sixth. There, Gabe.
29th start of the season tonight for Charlie. So when he makes his next start next,
and we are currently at 18 likes, everyone. 18 likes.
Where Charlie has started at least 30 games. Pretty remarkable given the.
All right, so we're in the bottom of the sixth with one out.
And also now,
Charlie Morton still pitching. This makes no sense.
26 of his 29 starts, he has gone at
least 5
innings. And so really, he's done a great job not only being out there all the time, but staying away from kind of those disaster starts that put a lot of pressure on your bullpen.
He gave up 3 in the first, but then settled in. Now he has.
Makes no damn sense why they're leaving him out there like that.
He has not had a clean inning yet tonight. Foul ball to Matt Olson. Ooh, did he just take that between the legs?
I think so.
He's showing off, yeah.
Well, he had that. Remember the one he caught behind his back that he ended up being a fair ball. And listen, when you have hands, you have hands. I'll show you how it's done, fellas.
He can do it all over there, but that time a foul ball.
I think he's telling Junior Valentine, the first base umpire, listen, anybody can catch it normally, but did you see what I just did? Ooh.
Pitch number 100 there from Charlie Morton, and he was hoping that was strike 3.
So making now 4 out of his last 5.
Took the Braves long enough to get somebody out there warming up.
The pitch count.
Looks like Dylan Lee's warming up in the Braves bullpen, everyone.
Stage of the game, but Conine
there's a walk.
Base, and Charlie is none too happy. Bottom of the order in the catcher, Johnny Pareda. Lefty Dylan Lee is throwing right now for Atlanta.
Makes some sense with Edwards due next, right? And it's righty left in Sanchez, but I got to believe for Dylan Lee, probably up here for Edwards, especially if another runner gets on.
So it's empty the
Swinging
tank
a miss,
time
so
for
0-2 the
Charlie.
count.
And he's got Pareda 0-2.
105 is the season high, and he's done it a couple of times, 3 times actually this year for Charlie Morton.
How about those lights? We need 2 lights, guys and gals. We have 22 people in here. Let's get 2 more lights going.
He went with a 4-seamer, but
Can we do it? I think we can. We just need 2 of you. Find it in your heart to reach out and hit that thumbs up for us, guys and gals.
Grounder to third. This could be just what the doctor ordered.
There you go. Double play. Gets us
There we go, baby. Yeah, there we go.
Sixth. We're heading to the top of the 7th. Braves currently trailing 4-3. Due up will be Michael Harris, Ozzie Albies, and Marcel Ozuna. Those will be your 3 batters when we come back.
That might be the day for Uncle Charlie. I don't see him going in the top of the 7th.
I hope so. He's already into the 90s for his pitches.
I think he's in 100 pitches already. Up in the upper 90s, low 100. So I wouldn't be surprised that'd be the end of his day.
Regardless, his arm's done for the day.
Yeah.
I mean, we got lucky with that double play.
Yeah. Well, right now on the top of the 6th, Philly still leads at 8-2, but Philly's threatening with runners on the corners, 1st and 3rd. Nobody out in the top of the 6th. So,
Dale Jr.'s dropped back to 8th.
Yep. He's still running pretty comfortably. They're under caution right now, so that's all right. Then you got Bryce Harper up to bat for Philly. So I'll keep an eye on that game as well, everyone. I'm watching it as well. I'm watching what the score is, so you guys don't miss what the Phillies and Mets are doing.
A big kind of hardware
We're back to baseball.
Chris Sale, that would be an awesome one to get. Guys talk about it all the time and what it means to them, and then, of course, we'd like to see him win that.
If you haven't noticed on the stream, I put up the race.
Lake
raw
Bacher
feed
is on here
every now and then.
in the 7th.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, just 5 games so far here.
I've seen that.
Fastball that sits right around 94 miles an hour, slider and changeup to go with it.
Yeah, I'm clicking back and forth. I'm watching the stuff going on.
Here we go. Money talk.
Bacher's 1-0 missing outside. This is another guy who waited a long time to make his big league debut. He just made it 12 days ago, but he's 29 years old.
What a name, Lake Bacher. Hey, Bacher. Bach.
First 3 pitches, he misses.
The University of Wisconsin Whitewater. Is that true? Is that Division
And the
III?
name Lake.
It's not AAA.
Yeah, I know, right?
He came from AAA, though.
Yeah.
That's definitely different.
So
I've
you
never
like
seen
those
anybody with the
stories,
name
right?
Lake.
The guys coming out of Division III baseball.
I know, right?
Way to the big leagues.
I personally never.
Always good stories.
I personally never seen
This
one.
guy took him a little while to get here. But you got to respect the perseverance.
Kind of cool. I mean,
his 3-1 pitch. Four-seamer that Harris.
you know how terrible kids are today, man.
Yeah.
Bullying people because of their ethnic group or their names or just stupid shit, man.
Yeah.
Harris laces it.
Harris with a drive out to the right field.
There we go, baby.
That'll be a leadoff single.
And they're all going to show.
That's the way to start the ABC ball.
But this is the first one.
You got that right.
Drilled. A couple of infield hits for Michael, and now he squares one up.
They just need to make,
11 miles an hour.
I'm sorry to say it, but
no flip there. That had to feel good for Michael. You can tell by the
the
reaction.
thing of it is they, it should be on the parent to teach their kids right from wrong.
Albies has returned
First of
tonight
all.
from the injury. He's 0 for 3.
But then you get these DHS places that interact and tell you there'll be people that don't even have any kids, never had kids, but they're going to tell you what the proper way to raise your kids
that left wrist when his
Well,
hand hit
when I was growing up, if I did something bad
of the
and
Cardinals
it warranted for me to get my butt spanked, I got my butt spanked. If it warranted for me to have my mouth slapped because I was disrespecting somebody, I got my mouth slapped.
Like it was off the plate.
Now, I didn't raise my kids slapping their mouths or beating their butts, but they did get spanked if it was that bad. Things that they really need to know that hey,
and then he
you don't
just
do
dropped
that.
the ball though as he was getting ready to throw it to the fan. So
The kids,
the plus
these
minus
new
play.
generations, they're growing up. Parents are scared to correct their kids, so they let them do whatever they want.
Confident. Extending those 15 minutes.
I don't know. Just an opinion.
To the left side on his second for 1.
Oh, they got us.
Double play. Damn it.
So a near double. And then
Oh, they called him safe?
6-4-3 double play, 2 outs.
Why'd he say a near double?
We mentioned Marcelo Zuna, how well he has played against the
Oh.
Marlins. And our GMC Making the Grade feature. This is in Miami the last 3 seasons here, partner.
He's been great here. This has been his favorite place to pitch as far as OPS goes. The best in his career at any visiting ballpark. It is, I believe, 5th on the list when you look at the home runs by visiting ballpark for.
So Marcel 1 for
Marcel,
3 today.
check that
Singled in the third.
As he comes in with his 10 home runs in his ballpark. 17 in Milwaukee.
Come on, Big Bear.
Top of the list.
Braves could use him here, but there's 2 outs and nobody on.
Late though. I guess my rant about that was that kids in the schools today.
Brought to you by our friends
I just feel that there should be more of a legal system for the bullies.
Colin McHugh back in the studio.
Nobody deserves to be bullied whatsoever. Teachers need to look for the signs of children being tormented, and then the tormentors need to be held accountable. And if you're not going to hold the child accountable, hold the parents.
And no one's going to get there.
That's going to drop down on the track, so Big Bear's going to
there we go. Wow, that was a long single.
Yeah, I was going to say that was a long hit ball for a single.
We have seen the Braves drive a couple of balls to the
that was off the wall, though.
And obviously, of course, the home run that we also
he wasn't hustling.
Mariano and Orlando Arcia. Nice piece of hitting, though, here from Marcel, and a wise move to stay at first base.
But, you know, 2 outs, what's a sense of risking it? Trying to go in for second, you know, get on base. The next guy coming up, you know, try to start that ABC ladder.
Tonight.
Yep.
Presented by our friends at Georgia Natural Gas, and it extends beyond this, but if you boil it down to the last 10, 8
Natural Gas impact player is Matt Olson. In the last 10 games, he's had an average of a 4.17 with a 1.38 OPS.
Giving him a little bit of an
8 extra bases hit, and I missed what else.
We've seen the results.
And there was a time this year where you thought, gosh, Matt's never going to get to another 3,100 season this year at least, but he's 2 homers and 6 RBI away from it. Four-seam fastball, 1-0 here to Matt Olson.
For 2 with a walk in the third. That'll be right down the heart of the plate for strike 1. 2 outs, runner on first, top of the 7th.
Just the 6 big
Braves trail the Marlins 3-4.
The 29-year-old right-hander is 2-1.
Well, I do have a scoring update. The Philly game up in New York. Phillies now lead it 10-2 with runners on the corners, 2 out.
His first at bat on a change.
Good deal. We need it.
He is seeing it well right now.
Yeah.
Soler would be next if we get there. And we're going to get there because that's a walk. Pitch is high, 2 on. Now you've got the tying run in scoring position.
I see my sound's a little ahead of the interactive again, guys. I'll pause it up a little more again
for the Miami Marlins.
On the next one, though, I'll reset the interactive in the game sound again.
Well, the gang's all here. Let's hit the.
All right, so it looks like we're going to have a mound meeting, possible pitching change.
I think Matt Olson walked.
Yeah, he did.
So, yep. Yeah, it's going to be a pitching change. Declan Cronin comes in for Lake Bucker.
Declan Cronin with a 4.43 ERA coming into today's game. There's my lady. How you doing, Laney?
There you are. There you go.
Well, Maverick got his. I told him he's jinxing us.
All right. Okay. All right. You said enough.
Got my hat and my
You
coffee.
said enough. All right. There we go.
There we go.
I'll put the hat
Now,
on.
baby. Everybody rub them. Rub your hats. Come on.
Rub
let's
'em.
do it.
Rub them. There we go. I got the hat on, everyone. I got the hat on.
So,
That one's for Laney.
I got a question for you. And maybe you can hop on Discord tonight after the stream, too. I'd like to talk to you about it. So, there's still no word from David.
Miami
It's
Marlins
now
is
been
the one that Skip Schumacher calls
3
upon.
days since
heavy ground ball pitcher. He has only allowed one home run
it was
this
there
season
on the
in
18th, like
67
early
innings.
morning.
Very impressive
18th.
for a guy who is what we call a sinker slider.
They were
back for the
unable
most
to
part, two-seam
deliver the
fastball
package
and the slider.
because
Those are
the
two
address
pitches that
does
he
not
uses
exist.
the most.
I don't know what to do.
Taking the slider low and away. One
Now,
ball, no strikes.
So I mentioned one home run.
I
but
just
the
don't
games
foresee a
ago for him back on
person
September 15th.
messing.
And we get a little tired here.
The
toward the end of
address
the
he
season.
gave me. First of all, it wasn't Rockford.
Is there a turkey?
It was
above the
Rocky
dugout, by the way?
Ford Road, and he put down
Never know what you're gonna see. He's
7077,
got like
and
19
it doesn't
baseballs.
exist.
You
There's a
confident that's turkey or
7078,
What do you think?
but it leads me to think that
broken bat, soft.
broken bat.
And
That's going to do it.
unfortunately, the
Out
Braves
number
aren't gonna
3.
get anything in the top
Damn.
of the 7th, so it's still 4-3.
All right, so we're heading to the bottom of the 7th. I just don't foresee somebody messing up on your address when you're sending somebody your address to receive a package. You would think you would double, triple, quadruple check to make sure that you gave them the correct address. And he hasn't been on. So I don't know what to do. It's sitting there, and I don't know whether I need to call MLB and just have them return the item. My thing is if he gave me the wrong address and he's not now. If something has happened to him, I'd feel like crap. But there again, he gave me the wrong address. So my thought is to have the hat returned and do another giveaway and just re-gift it.
I have to.
I don't know. I don't want to do that. I want to give him every possibility to get it.
I know.
But it's one thing to if he got sick or something happened that has kept him from it, but he gave you the wrong address.
Yeah.
So what do you think I should do, Lane? If you don't want to answer in the channel, feel free. You can email me.
Roll, and the numbers have been really impressive.
All right, so we got Dylan Lee coming to pitch.
$150. And the other thing that's really stuck out is his fastball velocity has gone up considerably, over a mile per hour. I asked Dylan about that. He feels like it's just about the end of the season. Everything's coming into sync. He's feeling fresh, and the swing and miss rate on that fastball is also skyrocketed. Snit told me the other thing that's really impressed him.
I didn't know
is
you
how
could do
effective
that.
Dylan has been in getting right-handed hitters out. Here
So wait, you just sent it to the UPS under a name and they stopped picking
that
up?
batting average against the righties, and so you don't worry about him in these spots where he has to face some right-handed hitters. This is game number 49. He is already in career record territory for Dylan Lee. He had thrown in 46 games back in 2022.
Oh, like a UPS store, like a local UPS store.
Top of the order with Edwards.
Yeah, I understand what she's saying.
Softly left center, and nobody's going to get there. It fell.
That's going to
perfectly
drop
off
in,
the
so that's a
bat.
base
Edwards
hit,
for a
leadoff
leadoff
single.
That was a very awkward broken bat there for Edwards. We contact.
You think I should recycle it?
Watch his bat.
I mean, how long do I wait? Because I don't know what the MLB's even going to do. Like, I don't know how long they're going to sit there trying to deliver.
He almost hit Carlos
They
Torres.
tried to deliver it the 18th, 19th, and they tried this
We've
morning.
had a slew. That's either 5 or 6 broken bats tonight.
There's only so many times that they'll try to deliver it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of funny that they're trying to deliver it knowing that the address doesn't exist.
There's a single
right.
and a walk. Well, the Phillies have opened it up. It's 10-2.
Unless his internet went out.
At Citi Field, so
yeah, but the internet doesn't. It doesn't explain how you don't give your correct address.
That one found the bat. It's going to advance the runner.
I'm just doing this, to give back to the community.
Oh yeah.
Now we're going to get a pinch hitter.
I ain't trying to invade somebody's life just from them giving me their address. It's just a way for you to get a prize that you won. And I don't. There's no alternative motives. Nothing else behind it. I mean, if you don't want to give away your address, then don't participate.
Yeah, and a guy that hasn't really had a ton of success at the major league level, and he's been with 3 teams this year. Started with the Rangers, they let him go. The Giants got him for 5 games, and now he's been with the Marlins since the early portion of August.
Yeah, getting a decent look here, the longest look that he's ever gotten kind of in one spot with the 94 plate appearances. He did have 49 games and 150 plate appearances back with the Tigers in 21.
I think I'll have to contact their support, though.
Yeah.
So Derek Hill awaits, but right now time is called. Pierce Johnson is up in the bullpen right now for the Braves.
I haven't seen him talk for a little bit, but it was only maybe 15 minutes ago that he was talking.
Keeps the runner out at second.
So in this career here for Derek Hill, 13 opportunities to pinch hit, 0 for 12 with 1 walk.
I know D said tonight, but this might be his last
see if Lee can
last
get
stream he'll be participating in for about a week, he said. He's got a lockdown coming up at the steel plant and
Hill fouls back the slider.
Working 12-hour shifts.
While he was talking about the velocity.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
Dylan Lee.
6 to 6.
At one point during the season early, I almost took it personally.
At night, so.
The talk was, hey, you got to get all guys out with your slider pretty much, predominantly all the time and be a little bit careful with your fastball. And kind of want to let people know he's got a pretty decent fastball and he can use it.
There is the 4-seam fastball. Swing and a miss. Murphy will have to throw down. He does so. So he went slider,
out number 2.
Back to the slider.
There we go.
Did lead.
Looks like they held the runner at second.
Well, again, that's the money pitch. That is the good one. He gets chase here for a guy who has struggled in this pinch hit role. And you had Pierce Johnson up, and of course now it's another righty in Berger and another guy who could be a little bit aggressive. But the Braves are not even going to contend with him. They're actually going to intentionally walk him and have Dylan Lee face the.
What happens if that runner runs down there and touches the bag before they throw it down there or touch him? Is he safe?
Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah, it's the intentional walk.
So a cat and mouse game. Seeing the pinch hitter, Brian Snitker is going to the bullpen, and he'll call on
Dylan Lee's done.
Pierce Johnson.
Ready, set, start. With Rose Sparks, you can.
Jared Schumacher was going to bring out Christian Pache against Dylan Lee. Snicker says, "Nope, I'll walk Berger. You bring up Christian Pache, and I'll just bring out Mr. DJ. All right, makes sense. Let's see if there's any no score update. Through 6, go to the top to 7. Philly still leads at 10-2. Going top to 7. So against the Mets. Yeah. That's right, everyone. Please hit that like button. We're at 1 like away. 1 like away from 20.
There we have it. That is our picture change music.
Yeah.
Like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah. I know I got me some Reese's in
final series of the
some Reese's in the refrigerator. I'm gonna have for dessert tonight.
All right, so here's the situation. You've got Pierce Johnson on now. Christian Pache, of course, one time a Brave, then the Phillies, and now here with the Marlins is the hitter.
Pache's not been bad as a pinch hitter this year, 3 for 10. Overall in his career, 4 for 19. That's 211 as Pierce Johnson comes on. You see the inherited runners. That's a little bit better than league average with his 29%. But the big thing here for Pache, a 40% strikeout rate against right-handed pitchers, and that's why they made this move.
Such a critical juncture of this ball game.
Tyrese.
Braves down 1.
Tyrese Johnson.
Chance to potentially gain a game tonight on the Mets.
Tyrese.
And Pierce Johnson with the first pitch. And Sean Murphy keeps it in front.
I love those little like M&M Reese's. Those are awesome.
Yeah.
Pache, as we mentioned, has bounced
Reese's
around
Pieces.
Just
oh, those
year.
are my favorite.
Started with the Phillies, traded.
Those are
my those used to be my favorite.
Played a few games for
those
them.
used to be my favorite back in the day.
Finishing the year in Miami.
You're like my wife,
Yeah,
and she eats Reese's peanut butter cups all the time.
Called a strike.
Oh man, you put that shit in ice cream. Oh.
She even every Christmas,
part of the strike zone,
at least the last
tight,
4, 5, 6 years now,
up here a little bit.
She's gotten that big ass Reese's.
Yeah.
Damn thing is like, 3 foot long.
That swing right there.
3 foot long. There's 2 of them in it.
Again, I know the
there's 2 of them in it, and they're like a foot.
Pierce Johnson
they're like a foot round.
He uses that curveball so much.
Oh yeah.
Like yay thick.
Throw a few more fastballs.
Get him for every year.
Last outing, and it's not to say that he can't, but Pache looked like he was pretty confused by the spin on that bender.
We've gotten her the big Hershey bars like that, and then the Kit Kat bars.
Johnson does go back to it.
Yeah.
Home plate umpire Carlos Torres did that thing again, where it looks like he's going to ring him up.
And he probably should have here. You're going to see this ball look like it catches the very bottom of the strike zone.
Deuce is on the board here. 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 pitch.
There it is.
That one is a strike.
Had to get him.
Pache is frozen.
There we go.
For the 7th.
Keeps it 4-3.
Let him know.
Here we are. We're heading to the top of the 8th. The Braves trailing 3-4 to the Marlins. Let's go, baby. We got Laureano, Murphy, and Urshela heading to the bat.
Well, the gang.
They will be your 3 batters at the top of the 8th. Remember to get your chat votes in. Head to the community page, both pages, and get your votes in there. Please be sure to. Make sure to like everything as well, guys. Our channels work off of the likes. The more likes you give us for all of our content, the more the algorithm pushes us.
As of right now, on your
Arrow.
right now, as it stands right now, everyone on his community page right now, you got 7 likes, and you got the Atlanta Braves in a well-commanding lead at 85% versus the Marlins 15%. On my page, in my community post that I made, I got 5 likes with 93% for the Atlanta Braves winning this game versus 7% of the Marlins.
How many votes you
get? 14 votes, and you received so far 41. That's what it shows to me on the front end. So I don't.
Yep.
Yeah.
41 with 85% choosing the Atlanta Braves, while 15% of the Fish fans said no way, Jose.
Oh, my door is being knocked on. I'll be right back.
Keep it knocking, but you can't come in. All right, here we go. Laureano takes first pitch, ball 1. Laureano 2 for 3 on the day. Had that home run the last outing.
All right, everyone. Look who I got. I got Mr. Kitty, Mr. Buddy. He wanted to be on camera. He'd been sitting in front of my door meowing. So
you know, it's not polite to show everybody your pussy.
What did he say?
Funny.
What did he say? What did he say?
Well, there you go, everyone. There's our pet that we have.
Mine.
There you go. There you go, Mr. Buddy. You're on camera. All right.
Let me show fingers.
Go ahead and take him.
What is he, black and white?
My knuckles are red. Like.
Yeah, he's black and white.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if he was a dark gray or.
Yeah, he's like a dark.
Safe.
Like a dark.
Laureano is safe.
Yeah.
That's an
what
error.
we talking about, baby. Yes, sir.
What? I gotta go to the. Oh, that ain't fair. I gotta go to the corner. That's what they call them.
She's on top of it tonight. Miss Laney's the new sheriff in town. She's a corner sheriff. Here we go.
Yeah, but you know what? In my defense, around here we call the cats our pussy cats.
Hey, I didn't say it.
I apologize. Sorry, man.
Looming.
Then I didn't even put the sound on us. Sorry about that.
Rookie.
To be up if you could. Obviously, you would take a sweep, and then the Mets losing these next couple, but at least getting it within 1 or potentially tied is the goal.
2-0.
Yeah, Kenneth.
Murphy fouls away.
After they're our next series, Bob.
Yep, 3-game series.
Braves have not had the lead tonight. The Marlins got 3 in the bottom of the first. And it was 3-2, then 4-2, and now 4-3.
She said you were talking to me.
That's the pitch you'd like to get to here. Now, of course, a little bit tougher.
I mean, that's obvious. You're the one that was holding the cat.
With Cronin, he is such
Yeah.
ground ball.
Well, my daughter, the cat was sitting there meowing. My daughter picked it up. He wanted to come in the room, and he wanted to be on camera.
Ground ball double plays behind him this season. That is the strength.
Cronin 2-2 pitch. Whoa.
Did you see that?
3-2.
Did you see how Murphy just did the Matrix?
It's either that or take a ball to the pie hole.
Yeah, I mean, he like, whoa. He's like, I'm getting the hell out the way of that pitch.
Top of the order. Payoff pitch. Runner goes for second, and it's going to be a double play.
Damn it!
Wow.
Why are you trying to steal? We don't need it.
Oh, looks like the Braves are going to challenge it.
In the way that you'd like to see it there, but in that spot where you're thinking about is trying to stay out of the double play. Again, you have this excellent ground ball.
He knows he's out.
Unfortunately for Sean Murphy, he comes up empty, and I mentioned it earlier with Pareda. He's done a really nice job throwing in limited action so far this year, but it looks like the Braves are going to challenge this, and
oh, he might have.
That's close.
Yeah.
They got to have a better angle, though, one from the front to see if that glove touched it.
They will talk to the replay center up in New York, and the Braves will hope for an overturn.
I'm not sure if we have to win out per se, there, Bob. We definitely need to beat the. We need to beat the
This is
Mets.
really close, and we've seen on the big screen. You get another look here.
We really can't afford to give up any of the games to the Mets.
Angle with the glove.
See, right here it looks like
on the
touches the
sleeve
back there, and
that's not going to be
glove is
definitive,
underneath.
I don't think. It's close, but this is the one that should be able to tell you. Oh, maybe. It looks like he might have got that left elbow.
One of those.
He got him.
And I think you're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Where you would be surprised if they overturned it. Not shocked, but surprised. We'll see.
Again, I know you did not get the result that you wanted, but I'm in on the move.
Microphone is not working, but you know the universal sign for out, and unfortunately,
good one, Snit.
Mariano is. There are two away. Yeah, I don't disagree with you. It's just a tough break, right?
You were kind of banking on the reality of a ground ball coming. But instead, it's the strike him out, throw him out.
Base is empty for Gio Urshela. Chased a slider, 0-2.
Oh, it's all right. You're good.
For housekeeping purposes, that single that Murphy had back in the sixth, they did change to an E5 by the third baseman Norby.
Oh, that's my cat there, Nathaniel.
0-2 pitch. Line foul.
We've had it for about 6 or 7 months now. It's a stray cat that my kids picked up. Been hanging around the house, and we've been feeding him, and he's been enjoying the life of luxury.
Wonder if it's score dependent or not with him. I'm with you, probably in. But if the score were to stay the same, could we see?
That'll be 1 and 2 count, 2 outs, top of the 8th. Not looking good if we can't get anybody on the base. We had him, but
yeah, I know.
But he thought he had to take off and run.
Yep.
Makes you wonder, was that his choice, or was he told to do it?
I don't know.
On to the bottom of the 8th.
Well, that's going to do it. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. We need to hold the Marlins from scoring.
Yep. If we can hold them, then, I mean, we're good. We'll be golden.
I hate that, too. I always have the one little pesky fly that likes to fly around, landing on everything. So, same thing, Lane. I won't drink a can of pop or a can of anything if there's a fly around. Same here. I'm a dog person. I don't care for cats, but I'm not mean to them. I'll pet him.
Well,
My
there's
wife's
nothing wrong with
actually
cats,
got.
so.
I don't know where his ass is at. He's almost pure white, and around here we don't see very often. Do you see a pure white? The only other color he has in him is right at the very end of his tail. It blondes out a little bit. Otherwise, the rest of him's white. Well, I have a headboard that's got cubby holes. So he goes in there. And then when my wife gets up to go to work, if it's early, he comes out and he crawls right up on my pillow and thinks he has to lay across my neck. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not a huge cat fan. I have a hard enough time breathing on my own. I'll boot him off the bed. Now, when I say boot him, it's pick him up and put him on the floor. He doesn't get abused. But I'll do that, and within 2 minutes, he's back up there trying to cuddle in, and he'll keep doing it. You can put him on the floor 10, 15 times. That damn cat won't go away. My wife tells me, he loves you.
He loves you a long time.
I just have to tell her, well, the feeling's not mutual.
He loves you a long time.
He waits for me to go to sleep a lot of times and then crawls up in there. Because he knows if I'm awake, I'll move him. Sneaky little shit.
Yeah. Well, this cat here, I mean, he'll sit at my door and I'll let him in for a little bit, and
the cat's boss her around. Got him. Out number one. That's what we need.
That's right, Nathaniel. Cats guard the mummy and the ancient Egyptian world. That is correct. I'm very good with my history. That was one class growing up I never had an issue with. I always got
same here.
an A, and
I struggled in language arts and a little bit in science. History and mathematics, I was very advanced for those.
Look, I will say this, Nathaniel. I'm not going to, it's being held for a review. I'm not going to let that go through. Might want to tone it down just a little bit.
Delta, official airline of the Atlanta Braves.
Well, okay.
Octopus,
James Bond.
That's a movie. It's a James Bond movie.
Yeah, that's a James Bond movie.
Octa. I don't think it's Octo. It's Octa, isn't it?
3 tonight.
Yeah, Octopussy. Yeah.
First full major league season for
I never really understood that movie. If the name was just something to grab people's attention, or if it actually had
see
meaning
here for Joe
towards,
Jimenez, you speed up the bat
towards
with
that James
heater
Bond
right down
film.
the middle, and you see how he
It's
was
been so long since I've seen it, I don't really remember what happened.
For a guy who seems to be really in between.
I mean,
I have every James Bond movie. I have every James Bond movie made.
95 paint.
Yeah, they had Sean Connery as James Bond. They had Sean Connery.
There were several.
Yeah. And then the Alec guy. And then what's the other one? Yeah, Pierce Bronson. Yeah.
And then the new guy, but this new guy, he's done the next James Bond movie is going to have a new Bond.
Yeah.
Now Conine comes up.
This last James, I sorry I don't remember his name, but he's the one that had the blondish, short blonde hair.
Right.
I liked him as Bond. I think he played the part very well. And so did Pierce Bronson.
Oh yeah, Pierce Bronson was real good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The last several were very good.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have every one of them ever made.
Joe Jimenez trying to strike out the side. Bounce foul past Matt Olson.
Well, it's 2 laps to go in the Xfinity race, everyone. Cole Custer's leading the race. Junior's running 7th. Brandon Jones 6th. So that's it. Xfinity race is over with.
He strikes out the side.
Got him out. That's strike 3.
There we go.
There
we
That's
go.
going to do it for the 8th. We're heading to the top of the 9th. Remember, everybody, get your chat votes in. This is a new series, so we have the possibility of the Golden Broom and the chat vote. So get your votes in. I'm going to be pulling that down here momentarily. If you have not voted, get your votes in. All right, we're going to pull it down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Congratulations, Mr. Dale Jr. on a 7th place finish tonight in the Xfinity series at Bristol.
Thank you, everybody that participated in the chat vote tonight. We had 59 votes. 94% have voted for the Braves, while 5% of you Marlin fans said, nope, no way. Well, the Marlins currently lead 4-3. We're heading to the top of the 9th. This is our last chance.
Yep. And you had 43 votes on the chat poll.
Yeah, I'm going to do the
community post.
Housekeeping right now.
Yep. And
43
on my
votes
channel.
over there.
Yep. And I had 14 on mine with 93% for the Braves, 7% for the Marlins.
63 or 60, 73, 76, 116 votes altogether.
Yep. We want to say thank you, everyone, for that.
And we hit our 20 like goal. Thank you, everybody that helped hit that goal. We're sitting at 21.
There is only one.
Right, here we are. We are back. Top of the ninth.
Relievers that they have active right now.
This is do or die time.
He's been okay this year in his 28 games over 3 different teams: the Rangers, the Cubs, and now the Marlins.
Hey, Matt, if you want to look up the broadcast time for the next 2 games.
Yeah, I will.
Orlando hits this out to
Orlando with another one out deep, but it's going to be shallow onto the field. Caught on the track.
Damn. All right.
Crack of that bat sounded like he got a good piece of it.
It sounded like it.
Hit it well, but not
let's see. Tomorrow night's game is at 4:10 Eastern, 3:10 Central.
That's what I thought.
Phillies still up 10-2.
Now, what time do you go to? West?
But if the Braves want to gain a game today,
well, they're heading over to a friend's house.
Right?
Yeah, dogs are off tomorrow.
You want tomorrow's game?
I don't know what's going on. I didn't call Wesley today.
Cincinnati, a couple of homers yesterday, has 3 hits tonight.
All right, well.
So I don't know what's going on tomorrow. I have to find out.
Number 2.
Damn.
And there are 2 away.
It's up to Ozzy.
And now Ozzy.
It's up to Ozzy to keep us going.
After missing 50.
Come on, Lane, you rubbing that hat
today.
Come on.
Is the Braves' final hope.
Come
on.
On.
Man, my cam messed up.
Come on. Come on, Ozzy.
Ozzy. Ozzy.
Ozzy. Ozzy. Ozzy.
Live fastball that you get from Tinoco.
Slider there, that got a piece of Parade of the catcher, 1-1. Ozzie yet to reach 0 for 4 tonight. 1 and 2. Two outs in the 1-2 pitch in the top of the ninth. Ozzie grounds it to third.
That's going to be a ground ball thrown. That's out number 3. That'll do it.
Game 1 of the series.
That's it.
Marlins take game 1, 4-3.
Well,
you very much would have liked to have taken advantage of the opportunity with the Phillies leading the Mets right now. It ended up not happening. Charlie Morton gave up the 4 runs. It seemed like there were some opportunities offensively. The Braves couldn't quite cash in. It was a pretty
they're talking about
game, but overall,
the Braves had to win out this series. All 3 games have a chance against the Mets. So, and with that loss there, I doubt it. I highly doubt it. So, even with the Mets losing right now, 12-2 in the top of the 8th against Philly, I don't see the Braves coming back. Even if they win out tomorrow, Sunday.
But if we beat the Marlins, if we finish off the Marlins the next 2 games, and Philly beats the Mets, we're still in it.
Yeah, we're still in it. But by a nose hair, like.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of that's got to happen.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we might be sitting this postseason out, man.
Yeah.
I hope so, Lane. I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, that's all we can do is root, continue to root for our boys.
That's right.
All right, so Mav said, he looked it up, you said it's 4:10?
Yeah, 4:10 Eastern, 3:10 Central on Saturday, and then it's 1:40 Eastern, 12:40 Central on Sunday. So, and I don't know what's going on tomorrow. I haven't called Wesley. They were talking about last weekend that they're going to have something over there at their friend's house right around the corner. So I don't know what's going on as far as that's concerned. So I'm not going to put anything up there unless I know definite what's going on tomorrow. I'll have to call sometime tomorrow morning or mid-afternoon.
I'm scheduling the games out, so you don't have to worry. If he doesn't stream, I'm absolutely streaming. So there will be no issue with that.
Yeah.
We're going to finish that Marlins series out and see where we go.
Yeah.
Definitely. This is the last 9 games of the Braves. These are the most important games for us, and I'm not going to let you miss them. So I will stream for you guys and gals. Not a problem. Everybody knows that stream dates come first. For me, anyways.
Yep.
Not always. Not always. There's days that we take away that we got to do it.
That's right.
We don't have to, but like to. Yeah, I'm going to be getting a grill out going here pretty soon. We're gonna go down to the splash pad in town.
Okay.
Not like hopefully in the next couple weeks.
Lady, you're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Man. It's Fat Man. She's calling me Batman. I don't see no bat ears.
Hey, no, you got to go like this. You got to go like this. You got to flip your hands up. Fat Man.
I can't do that. Now they can't see me anyways. The cam took a poopy again.
Oh, Lord. I did it, though.
All right.
I just seen myself.
Yes, we did.
That's funny.
At least we got the dance.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure did.
A couple times even.
Yeah. But Braves did come up 1 run short. Nothing to hold our heads down, but I mean, you get the worst team in the league in the NL East, and they take game 1. I mean, this game should have broke out with a couple more runs, but
there you go. There's my Batman.
there we go. There we go.
That's right, everybody. Your dynamic duo, your streaming superheroes, Fat Man and Ruben.
That's right.
Tonight's game was fun, though. I mean,
yeah. Well, sorry I fell asleep on you. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, like I said, I came home.
You in anyways because you said you were mowing lawn today. So.
Yeah, I got home. I ate dinner. I fell asleep for about 20, 30 minutes in my chair. I woke up. I looked at my phone. I seen that you called. I looked at Discord, and you weren't in Discord. So I jumped on your stream, gave you a like, and I heard you commenting about David. I was like, you had said George. And I was like, no, it's David. And then you thought you were on Discord, so it's all good.
I never even noticed that I said George. I still, like you said, I said it, so I just had to believe you because I don't remember saying it.
Yeah, no worries, man. It's all good. But yeah,
all right, ladies and gentlemen. Say again. Go ahead.
Right now, bottom of the 8th, Philly still leads at 12-2, 2 outs. Alonso just popped up to center for out number 2. So,
hey, what games are going on? Why don't we do some bonus content if you guys want to stick around?
They've got Philly in the bottom of the 8th. Philly leads at 12-2 in the bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. Boston and Minnesota tied at 1 apiece in the bottom of the 8th. Seattle and Texas 4-2, top of the 7th. Milwaukee's already clinched their division.
All right, guys, we'll do the bonus content of the Phillies and the Mets. We are at bottom of the 8th,
making a postseason run with this team. He said he's become more vocal in this clubhouse when he needs to be, like in Monday's team meeting. He's really embracing that role of a leader here, Wayne.
It'll be interesting as this weekend unfolds. It could be Pete Alonso's last home game as a Met.
Yeah, and I got a chance to talk to him in the tunnel, and I just told him how proud I was of him to be able to, go into that leadership role and speak in a meeting because everybody's looking towards him. And so everybody knows in the locker room that, this contract situation and his walk here, looking at his age at 29 years old, and anybody in baseball would love to have that type of power threat bat in that lineup. But I feel like this is his team, and he still hasn't played his best baseball as a Met. And so if they get into the postseason, I think he has a chance to stay.
It's a base hit for Tyrone Taylor, pinch hitting for Nimmo. As he's on here in the bottom of the 8th inning. See Willie Adames on.
You got that right, Nathaniel.
Valuable shortstop.
He about to get paid. Yeah. He about to get paid. I know the Dodgers were hunting after him, but it's going to be fun to see where they
do. That's for
a lot
sure.
of talk about Alonso's impending free agency and if he's going to stay. But Juan Soto's free agent after
I will tell you this, everyone. It's been the injury bug
this megastar.
The injury bug has plagued us.
Years old, and maybe it's Queens.
With Strider,
Martinez flies out to end the 8th.
That's going to do it.
Sean Murphy going down, and then Strider going down, then Acuna went down, then Ozzy Albies went down, and then they had to plug holes, as far as bringing up players and just jockeying with position players, and then you had Austin Riley go down.
I know, right? Nathaniel 12-2. Philly, Philly was behind to start, and they've turned it on.
Poured it on.
Burned. Turned and burned. What else we got going on?
That's really much it. I mean, that's who we're watching, but the Dodgers are warming up against Colorado. That game won't start for another few minutes. That'll be a long, long game.
I was just looking for something that's super close that we could pick up the last couple innings or something.
I mean, you've got Seattle versus Texas. They lead 6-2 in the top of the 7th. Bottom of the 8th, Minnesota and Boston. Boston has bases juiced, 2 outs. Well, excuse me. So Dane Rafaela just lined out to second baseman Will Castle for out number 3. So Boston Red Sox come up short from scoring in a run. They go to the top of the 9th. Twins coming up with Santana, Vasquez, and Buxton. So
you see all the teams that are retiring their City Connects?
Yeah.
They're on a 4-year cycle, I guess. So
okay.
There's several teams retiring their City Connects, and next season they'll debut their new City Connects.
Well, I don't think.
Olympian.
I hope the Braves don't.
A hero.
I don't think he stars.
By the way, and a really good guy. And a big Dontrell Willis fan. And the first time I got to meet him, he said, I'm such a big fan. I said, hey, first of all, we got to work on your heroes, man. You are an Olympian, for our nation. And so winning medals in the winter and summer games, come on.
Pretty awesome what Eddie Alvarez has accomplished in his life as a rare ice skater from South Florida. Good ball player. There too has had some big league time.
There we go. Now it's synced up. Welcome in, everybody. This bonus content. We have the Phillies
here in the
playing against the Mets. They currently lead 12-2 in the top of the 9th. Did you count?
Ooh,
down in the dirt, ball 3.
Yes, Rangers are losing their Laney.
Right there.
They're losing 6-2 against Seattle.
Ooh.
When Alvarez was on Team USA, he struck him out.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
He wants the ball.
Alvarez just struck him out.
Very cool.
Well, he's been a Winter Olympian. He's been a Summer Olympian. And now pitching as a position player, he strikes out.
Oh, the heater.
Oh, and he changes eye level. He throws the whooper duper down. And all of a sudden goes up with the 4-seam and says, hey, yeah, that's definitely going next to my medals. Very cool. Sean Manaea, yeah, we need that.
He's about to get another out. Acuna. 2 away. And chanting Eddie here at Citi Field.
Man, I love this. They're like, nah, we need that one. Authenticated and everything, Weezy. I need that one.
One of just 3 Americans that has medaled in both the Summer and Winter Olympics. Eddie Egan, Lauren Williams, and Eddie Alvarez. Pretty incredible athlete. Now facing Schwarber, who's going to try to hit one to the moon. He yanks it into the right field corner.
Schwarber's going to have a base hit, moving for 2.
As Schwarber hits a 2-out
That's
double.
a stand-up double.
Yeah.
2-out double.
Here he is at Sochi at the Winter Olympics in 2014 as a speed skater.
You want to talk about athleticism. Bam. Love the passion for his country. That's pretty cool, Wayne. I love that.
It's Turner to hit a pop-up. And that's out of play.
All right, so that'll be 0-1 count.
Baseball broadcast of the year. Couldn't do it without.
We have 2 outs, top of the 9th, runner on
Royce
second.
Dickerson, your
Phillies leading 12-2.
Our coordinating producer
Phillies
Jim
are
DiLorenzo heads up
in
Apple
scoring
Sports.
position
On the MLB Network side, Vice President of Live Events, Chris Pfeiffer.
Yep, it's Ronald's brother, isn't it now?
Yes, it is.
Oh, he just hit the guy.
Just hit Trey Turner. Do some theatrics. Oh my God!
It's Ronald's brother.
Now Alvarez will have to face.
Yes, it's Ronald's brother.
Jr.'s brother, younger brother.
It's like, get out of the way. You could have caught that.
There's a strike to Harper. Our producer, Mike Trainer, he has done just a tremendous job on these broadcasts over the last few years. John Moore, as good of a director as you'll find working baseball games, as Eddie Alvarez has just retired.
Do it.
Bryce Harper.
Had to do it for the top of the 12th, the top of the ninth.
How about that, Wayne? That ovation.
What's up, Larry?
Hey, what's up, Larry?
I know. It's rough.
Unreal. We can't even beat the Finns.
Yeah, can't even beat the fish. We're just doing a little bit of bonus coverage.
Hope your stream went good, Larry.
Yeah, I agree.
Very true.
I definitely agree on that.
Very true.
But I will say this, Larry, that the injury bug has plagued us. I mean, literally, the 2024 season for the Braves have been nothing but the injury bug, with Sean Murphy going out with the left oblique, then Strider going down for the rest of the season. Then Acuna went down with the left knee. Then Ozzy Albies goes down. Then
Mike went down twice. Riley was down twice. You know, we have had such a host of injuries. You got to give the guys credit for what they have done this season.
Oh yeah,
like all the injuries.
My hat's off to them. My hat's off to them. I mean, doing that on the road, you know, having players like that, you know, end up like that, being hurt and stuff like that, I agree. For sure. Definitely. I mean, losing your star pitcher like that for the rest of the season. So, and yeah, that's right. AJ Smith-Shawver. And then, of course, Tyler Matzik, he was traded to the Giants. And then AJ Minter going down with a hip injury. And Matzik was picked back up on another minor league deal back to Gwinnett. His shoulder's still bummed up, but if the Braves do make it by slim hair, they did say Matzik would be able to pitch. I don't know if that's true or not, but we'll have to wait and see. So, Now let me ask you let me ask you, everyone, who do you think the Braves will
Merrifield,
keep for? Merrifield went out for a couple of games. Now, in 2025, what do you think the Braves will do? Do you think the Braves will re-sign Marcell Ozuna and A.J. Minter because A.J. Minter would be a free agent? Will they re-sign Max Fried to another deal and keep him on the Braves roster, or do they let Max Fried walk? That's the telltale sign. What does the Braves do if they don't make the postseason? What do they do in the offseason? All right, Laney. Have a good one. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Lane. You have a nice night. Welcome in, everybody. We're having some bonus content. We're finishing up the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets game. Phillies currently lead 12-2 in the bottom of the ninth. 2 outs. 1-0 count. That should do it.
That's it.
Phillies take game 1.
Yep.
The Phillies clinched the postseason berth for the 3rd straight season.
Yep.
The Phillies 92-62. Mets 85-69. The Braves are 83-71. And nobody cares thereafter. Well, maybe somebody might, but
yeah.
But for the sakes of this stream, we're not going to worry about the remainders.
Right. Well, congratulations to the Philadelphia Phillies for winning the National League East. So.
Yeah, you're very true, Dixon.
Yep.
Or he sends your ass down the road and then re-signs you cheaper when you get DFA'd from another team.
Yeah, exactly. And that's very true with Uncle Jesse. In the earlier part of the season, he was DFA'd to the Chicago White Sox. Was there for 2 games, got DFA'd. Nobody picked up Uncle Jesse, or Jesse got picked up by the Braves again. I mean, it's crazy. But congratulations, Phillies.
That's right.
With Heidi Watney.
Congratulations, Phillies
Alec, we're gonna
fans.
start with you guys have clinched a playoff spot. What makes this group so special?
A lot of things, but I think we've just been together a lot the last couple of years.
Alec Baum interview. 4 for 5 with 3 singles, a home run, 4 RBIs, and 2 runs batted in.
4 hits, including a homer tonight. How
What do you think of Shohei Ohtani's performance last night?
Swing the bat rapid. Where's your friend?
That was unbelievable.
Where's Brandon?
Absolutely unbelievable with Shohei.
I've never seen a game that a player did anything like that
good hits, so it was good to get back.
Nope, with 2 stolen bases, 3 home runs.
Base running tonight, though. You were
It was unbelievable.
What'd you see on that play?
Unbelievable.
RBIs.
Nobody was backing up home.
Yep, and 10 RBIs, correct.
Just bounced right back to him. And
he not only got his 49-49, he got the 50-50, and he
12
set
runs, the most the Phillies have scored here in a decade.
All in the
what
same
makes this offense
game.
tick?
I think it's just contagious sometimes.
Right, just like Dixon said, Shohei is the modern Babe Ruth. That's correct. I will say that. I will say Shohei Ohtani is the modern day Babe Ruth. So, yeah, I agree. Totally 100%.
Everybody kind of does it together, I guess.
You got that right.
Yep, I agree.
And just think, Just think, the Braves could have signed Shohei
Season's not
Ohtani.
over by any means. We got.
If they would have known that loophole that the Dodgers knew,
Still got a job to do.
and Braves could have signed him.
You go celebrate. Thanks, Alec.
They could have signed him to that lucrative deal.
Season with a 12-2.
I guarantee you they would have if they knew of that loophole that the Dodgers exploited.
Well, they put up 17 hits.
But at that time, the Braves were at the Tier 1 luxury tax, and they didn't want to go over that. But they thought if they would have signed Shohei Ohtani to that lucrative $700 million 10-year deal, that put them well over the luxury tax. Well, they didn't realize that the Dodgers exploited that and said, okay, we'll just pay Shohei Ohtani, for 9 years at $2 million a year, and then just give him the rest of the money on his way out.
And the strength. And the smarts.
So
I knew it.
the Braves had the opportunity.
And the
They just didn't. They didn't see it. They didn't understand it. They didn't know. And they actually came out and said they never knew nothing about that loophole. They even said that if they would have known about that loophole, they would have signed Shohei Ohtani, and it would have been awesome to see him in a Braves uniform. Would have. You know how many times Truist Park would be sold out every given week.
So hurry into DQ
for the next 10 years. You know how much money Alex Anthopoulos and the Braves organization would have made if Shohei Ohtani was signed to the Atlanta Braves? Astronomical price. But they didn't learn of the loophole until after the Dodgers made that loophole fine. So, yeah. But it is what it is. Water under the bridge.
Can't stream a football game when I'm streaming a baseball game, George.
Yep.
Überall. We got now.
Hallo, mit E-Inspection? Meineke checks mein Auto und sends photos.
Of course they banned the loophole. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, if they banned the loophole, that they should have never let that contract go through. But remember, Shohei is a modern day Babe Ruth. He gets the, and of course, being the Dodgers, you know, Dodgers get preferential treatment, I guess. But that's just my opinion. Nobody can take my opinion. Take it for what it's worth.
He scrambles into T-Mobile to get that new iPhone 16 Pro on us. It's a little shimmy, shimmy, shake. What you think, huh?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, Dixon. If MLB would have told the Dodgers that loophole is banned and they couldn't do it, you think Dodgers would have still signed Shohei Ohtani? Because they were already in the luxury tax tier number 2.
The new iPhone 16 Pro on us. And families can say,
well, the Braves game starts at 3:10 Central, 4:10 Eastern tomorrow.
Mad and blows up a shopping center.
You're about to find out that it's all just starting.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, lovely.
I guess the money does buy whatever you want to buy, so.
Get ready to strike.
Our threat levels.
Yeah, but they not only got Shohei that way, I believe Yamamoto signed up like that too.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
His salary.
Yeah, that exactly.
Baseball on Apple TV Plus presented by
Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Citi Field tonight. Dontrell Willis and Heidi Watney.
They wanted to keep both Yamamoto and Ohtani together.
Just about every week, I would say.
So because they played in the 2023 World All-Star Japanese League, or the Japanese League, they won that World Series in Japan. They wanted to keep those two players together. I think, what is that other player's name that plays on the Giants? Wong Sung Lee. They were trying. Dodgers was trying to pick him up too, but MLB said no, not so fast. You've already signed Shohei. You've already signed Yamamoto. You can't sign the third player.
The crowd was very hostile.
17 hits. The Mets had the early lead in this one. It was all Phillies after that.
I agree.
12-2.
I agree.
Now they'll need their
all right, George. You guys have a good one, brother.
But the Phillies have a really strong starting
Congrats
staff.
on your mod status
some
over there.
wildness uncharacteristically tonight.
Yes, sir.
Still allowed just 2 runs.
Well, he didn't allow the game to get away from him. And when you don't have your best stuff out there, Wayne, you still have to go out there and compete. And when
but yeah, like I said, I think that's what's going to be it, ain't it?
his own.
What you think?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought he threw some good fastballs when he needed.
9:15, so we're going to let you get back to your wonderful Friday evening.
Well, the Mets lose.
I know, it feels like it, doesn't it?
Lost as well, so the Mets keep a 2-game cushion over Atlanta in the wild card
So
race.
everybody, I will see you guys back here.
Well, this is going to go down to the last day. This is feeling that way. They both keep
What I say at
continue to
6:10,
trade jabs
so
with each other.
5:50.
The Diamondbacks are battling as well, but I
Central
hope
for
that
first
matchup
pitch.
in Atlanta
Or,
for the Mets,
excuse me,
because you're going to see what both
it's
sides are really
4:10.
made of.
We'll see in April.
2:50.
4:10 Eastern,
2:50
3:10
p.m.
Central.
Yeah, I know you're going to miss me. I'm looking forward to it, but hell of a season, man. It's
2:50
been a fun
p.m.
ride.
Central.
Friday Night Baseball on Apple TV
3:50
Plus
p.m.
comes to its
Eastern
conclusion
first pitch.
here tonight.
Is that
and further scores, highlights, and the
4:10
latest news
Eastern,
around
3:10
MLB.
Central.
Check out the sports tab in the Apple News app as we sign off for the final time.
So with that said, I
2024.
want to thank everybody that stopped in.
The
Thanks,
Apple TV
Larry.
Plus
Thank
audience
you,
for an unforgettable
George,
third season
Lady,
of Friday Night Baseball. For Trell Willis, Heidi Watney, and our
Kenneth,
excellent production
everybody.
crew, I'm
You all
Wade
know,
Montaz,
you
your
all
host.
know we love you all.
And brightest moments experienced on
With
Friday.
that
Daniel.
said, me and my co-host,
Talk to you
Mr.
again
Maverick, Maverick
next year.
Sports, we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.
Peace. Peace, Ronnie. Peace.
Thank you, everybody, again for supporting the channel. Remember to stop by tomorrow night, starting at 2:50.